tech issues with OBS. It wasn't being friendly, so at all. But now we're here, so hopefully it's fine. Let us know if the audio is good or not, as you usually do. Thanks, guys. So welcome to episode 23 of the Kestrels. This one is called the Lyre. Not as in liar, liar, pants on fire, but as in the musical instrument. And today I'm just going to kick it off with saying that we reached 1K downloads on Pippa! Yay! So that's pretty amazing. And because we hit 1K, we are going to do a giveaway. So you can win one of our Fateful Fumble hoodies if you go to Instagram and you find the giveaway image. Repost it to your account, tag Fateful Fumble in the picture, and also follow us on Instagram. And we will pick a winner on the 5th of October. And if you hear lots of noise in the background, that's our game master who forgot to get his drinks before he sat down.
Ooh, passive aggressive much.
Throwing the shade.
All of the shade.
Could you roll Constitution?
Me or Valeth?
Oh, both of you. Yeah.
I think Valeth's got a better odds though.
Yeah.
Valeth's got a better odds.
No, keep rocking up the points, Ingrid. It's fine. I'll remember all of this.
Hello, Durai. Hi. And also, Rick has some awesome things to tell you guys. Now that he's back from the kitchen.
Do I? What?
Don't you? Haven't you received a green light from a certain convention?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, cool. So, I don't know if any of you guys are going to BanzaiCon. God damn, that light is bright. I hope it makes my skin look great. So, we're... Fateful Fumble is going to BanzaiCon. And we are not only running the next in the line of episodes of the Cirque du Soleil, which is the D&D Misfits, which fits in quite well with the whole villains and scoundrels themes, I think.
Yes. Perfect.
This particular adventure at BanzaiCon is about their mission is to basically take the most pure and innocent of paladins and change their alignment in an evening at a tavern, and they have 3 hours to do it.
Corrupt that SOB.
Yes, it's all about corruption also. And me and Ola are working on a new way of playing with the D&D 5th edition system, which we are affectionately calling Battle Royale, because we can't come up with a better name yet.
And because it's crazy popular.
It is very popular. We streamlined the rules, and it's going to be basically a 10-man, every man for themselves fight, picking up random objects like a giant mallet or a spell scroll with a random spell from the book. So that's going to be fun. That's also going to be happening at BanzaiCon. I've also been asked to take part in the Games Master panel. So expect me to be sitting on the edge there wondering what the hell I'm doing. It's going to be great. But I hope you're all going to be going there to BanzaiCon. It is a local con near Oslo. Sorry for anyone else in America. Hi guys! In America.
Well, not near Oslo. It's in Larvik.
Yeah.
But it's close enough. Yeah, it's just
a couple of hours
drive. So.
For you guys who aren't in Norway, it's pretty close to Oslo. Anyway.
True.
So yeah, we're going places. That's going to be in 2 weeks' time. So we're not going to be having next episode in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing it a week after that. So next episode of this is going to be 3 weeks. And while today we are going to be finding out what the hell happened to Valeth, to Thann, to Firil, the next episode is going to be joining back with the others in the basement of the Unbreachable. So we're going to be going back and forth between the two groups. I am destroying everything with my flailing arms.
Wacky, wavy, arm flailing tube man.
Jasmine.
Ryurai likes your t-shirt, Rick.
Yes, I do. This is my Turricon t-shirt. I got a Turricon. Those guys were immensely nice. We had a hell of a time. I have to say afterwards... Shut up, phone. Afterwards... I can't. It's all the way over there now. it was so exhausting. At the end of Toricon, we were literally just zombified, just sitting in the cab.
I think I spent 2 weeks getting over Toricon.
Rick has never experienced the post-con exhaustion, so this was his first time. The rest of us who have been to conventions before know this as a sort of
post-con fatigue.
Yes.
I prefer hangovers. I do. I prefer hangovers.
They don't last as long.
No?
Actually, to be fair, this was my first time that I've actually been like really tired after a convention.
We did do a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did a hell of a lot. You had the whole competition as well. Gosh. We've also got the new website is up. We're developing the pages for all the characters, and essentially it's going to be our future informational base of awesomeness.
Yes. If there's anything you want to know about Fateful Fumble and our shows, you will find it at fatefulfumble.com.
We actually got the URL.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna get... That's so stupid.
Yeah.
What did you learn from this, Rick?
Oh, that persistence pays off.
Right, well. Lyre and Lutra are in the chat. Hello! Thank you for coming. We haven't started yet because we had some tech difficulties, but we're good now. And no one has complained about the sound yet, so that's good.
Riora is usually the person to complain.
Yes, usually.
Usually. I need a pen still. Sad.
So yeah, I'm angsty. I'm ready, but I'm angsty.
Ready for the angst.
Do you have any like normal non-artsy pens in here?
No.
What the hell is? I'm not even gonna.
I have.
What?
I just want to.
Yes, do that.
Ah, got one pencil. Pencil. Oh. Underarm. No cable. The boy can throw. Haha.
Excellent picture.
Is that the noisy stuff? No. It's not going to disturb us.
Please do.
It's one of the things you learn when you're doing podcasts.
Here.
The important stuff you have to do in a round of silence. Also, you learn not to interrupt each other. That's good. Oh, yeah, by the way, I gotta show you this. It's brilliant.
It's fairly quiet. Is that on full?
Look what I got.
This one?
Oh, look at that.
That one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Waterdeep. It's the best.
What is it?
This is what happens when you're doing an adventure in a big city, right? The first thing, some of the rules actually say, you are not allowed to walk around with your big weapons and your armor because people frown upon it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all those characters which just don't seem right in a dungeon, which is most of Ingrid's.
Fuck off!
they suddenly have a place in this where you're robbing things and outwitting people.
I guess we have to try that at some point.
We do! Also,
Yeah,
I've heard that...
found that it's a little hard to make up players. We have adjusted the sound a little bit now. Hopefully it should be better.
Just
Yeah.
tell us if it's not.
And we'll just have to be louder, I guess. Just check that all the settings are right. There. All right.
Shall we begin?
Yes. Please.
When last we saw our heroes, they had been ambushed in a daring operation to try and finally put down the Red Templar threat. They were tricked. They were caught. And after a gigantic fight between very powerful people in the docks, both Valeth and Thann and Firil, played by these three here, were captured by their enemies. Last we heard, they were at sea on a slave ship. Now our heroes have been at sea for some time. They've been placed in their own cramped slave cages. And essentially everything has been taken away from them. So we're going to start with that. Would you mind listing everything that you have in your equipment?
Oh God.
Would you like to start with Viril?
Wait a minute. I just need to see if I've written it another place.
I have mine here.
Go ahead.
All right. So what I had was a bedroll, backpack, blanket, flint and steel, dining utensils, mirror, rope, a pouch, my clothes, obviously, socks, ink and quill, paper, and the silver medallion that Kef gave her, but that's around her neck, so it's not in her backpack. And also the lyrium thing that Leclerc gave her.
Yeah.
Probably she had that on her person, I think. Unfortunately. And she had 79 silver and 10 copper.
I have, I know that I've written stuff down on miscellaneous papers. But if I find extra things, I'll give them to you as we go. But I do have, do they take my armor as well?
Oh, child.
Yeah, I'm just asking, like, am I naked or not?
You naked? It's armor! And they're literally going to be like, take her armor off her. I want to warn you, I'm completely naked out here. in chase.
You probably have an undershirt.
No, you know it's Firil we're talking about here.
I know it's Firil we're talking about here.
Okay. Well, it's leather armor.
Yep.
I have a bow. I have the felons. Bedroll, blanket, flint and steel, lockpick set, mirror, climbing hook, rope. I have 2,500 Vintered silver pieces. I don't have Adrian's journal anymore because Dilly's has that one. I have 2 minor healing potions, and I have 2 daggers.
Yep.
I have a rapier.
Yep.
And 10 throwing knives.
Yep.
And a golden dagger.
There was something special about those daggers though, wasn't there?
Yeah, the rapier is a cold
steel.
Cold iron, so it's +1 damage.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. And I have the golden dagger is something about half strength to damage. I don't understand. Secondary attack. No, that's something else. No, it's -2 armor something.
Right. You really need to write better notes.
But there's no room.
I'm going to write down -2 to something. Well, the good news is you're going to have room now. I want you to, after you've told me what you have, I want you to rub it out from your character sheet. So get your rubber out.
Alright, okay, everything is gone. Okay,
What type of staff did you have, by the way?
I didn't really have one.
Really?
No. I mean, nothing with stats on it, just a staff.
It was just a staff?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just for focus. She's never had anything special for bonuses or anything.
Was I the only person who in Dragon Age Origins went around with that staff? And just because when you don't have a staff, the animation is that you go like that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It is.
It was amazing at the start of the game going, Hadouken! Hadouken! Just going around nuking everything. Arcane fire in the face.
Also, I have 3 gold and 221 silver.
Alright, everything is erased.
I can't do that.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
You will.
You will.
Have to.
No,
But don't worry, I've taken notes of everything you said, including that gold dagger with -2 to something or other.
I think it's like -2 to armor.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But I just don't know, like it's the penetrating or whatever, I don't get.
Phrasing.
Alright, I'm just gonna erase everything.
Yep.
Do it. Do it.
Then
That felt very weird. Like actually losing possession.
I actually have a note here in brackets. Ask for equipment, take it all, write it down, and get them to rub it out. Everything. Make them feel weird. It's
just what you do.
That's what I do. Hey, Grid, you okay?
She's looking for her book with character stats thingies in it.
I realised that's why you have my sheet.
Yes, because you have a book.
I have a book which is gone.
What was the book?
It's the square black book.
There's a little black book there, is that it?
There's
No,
this
it's-
black book.
It's bigger. It's like A4 but square. That's the one.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Alright, St. Anthony.
So I need to
Ancient
rub
saint to find things.
off +1 to like dexterity, initiative, and defense. This sucks.
That's the nice thing about being a mage. You have no armor bonuses. I drooled.
You drew. Oh,
Bless you.
we're all. You know that we're actually having a storm outside right now, and I believe one of the comments in the recent chat was apparently it's really dangerous to people, and Anita commented, yes, but it's a good thing that we're not people, are we?
I did. I said that.
It's just that remark
You
stuck with me
said
ever
that.
since.
This is true. You did.
Oh, what are we, man?
I have only noted down equipment-wise, heavy plate and 2 bastard swords.
Yeah.
Because everything else is like replaceables. So
That's good. That's good. So
Just a moment.
basically, heavy plates.
I feel naked now.
Same.
Swords.
What am I supposed to do now? Bite people?
Use
can
harsh
headbutt.
language.
You're in a cage right now, so I don't think it really matters.
What you need to do is basically wield Valeth like a gun.
You know, I'm just doing a handstand. That's
can
what
I
I'm
dual
doing.
wield Valeth?
Yeah.
You need 2 Valeths to dual wield Valeth. Oh no, you just hold it by her legs. Oh no, you hold it like that, and then kind of go like with her fingers, go when you're loading, and then she just coughs out like ice blasts.
Yeah, she does not do that.
Okay.
Well, now you do. You kind of have to.
Can we start the story, please?
We are wielding you. You are not.
I'm just waiting for Ingrid to settle down.
Ingrid?
Just gonna do this.
Gidder og hente en ting til meg.
Yes.
In the fridge.
Cider, please. Yes.
Det ligger øverst.
Which did you want?
Same.
Have we got any Mountain Dew?
No.
Oh. It won't save you, but okay.
Yeah, see, I worked the brownie points before we started.
Yeah.
today. Just saying.
Right. So, just for those who came late to the show, we are having a 1K giveaway on Instagram. So make sure you drop by there and read the rules for how to enter. Because we're giving away one of our Fateful Fumble hoodies.
I'm ordering one this weekend.
I want to.
Yes.
I want to so
Yeah,
bad.
I
I
need a
want the
hoodie.
grey one. I
You
also
gotta
want the
represent.
blue one.
Yeah. We have several colors. You can choose whichever color you want.
It's
Almost.
it's got to be black though, or grey.
Yeah. I want the
Black.
navy blue one because it fits with the logo.
I want the grey one because grey.
But I want the black one last.
Whoa, jeez.
All right.
Ingrid, are we good?
I'm good.
Are we good?
We're good.
Are we good?
Good.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Let's
I'm not
get
good,
the
I'm in a
party
cage.
started.
Yes. Our characters are not good.
No.
No.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You've been at sea for some time, and you're in slave cages. In these slave cages, as you might expect, it's not really possible to stand up properly. Valeth, Valeth has no problem whatsoever, because you're so damn short. You're an elf.
We're just as short.
No, we're
They're
just
the
the
same.
same height.
Same height.
I'm the one with the issue here.
Let's not make it racist here, okay? It's fine.
We're
You're
tiny elves.
both, as tiny elves, can stand up in the slave
Yeah,
cages.
we are
Yeah.
exactly the same height.
Oh my god.
It says so here.
Do your homework, for God's sake.
But yes, okay. So we can stand in the cage. Dan cannot.
Every time we try and speak to each other, they throw water on you. Bilge water. It's got a very bitter taste to it, and you suspect it's not just water.
So no talky then.
Sleep is nigh impossible, and when it does come, it's often ended with more buckets of bilge water by guards and sailors, which laugh cruelly whenever they do it. These guards of yours are humans you don't recognise. Now, if you think about it, you haven't seen a Red Templar since the ship left Ostwick. These seem to be very dun-garbed seamen, so they could actually be pirates for all you know. It's very difficult to tell, they don't seem to wear a uniform. Days and nights go with a little sign from where you are in the hold. There's literally no proper natural light. However, from the birds that you can hear outside, seems to indicate that possibly around a week has passed. You've been fed thin gruel that has some maggots in it. The water you were given is brown, old, with a hint of rust. Your clothes, over this time, have become dirty, and with long days of sleeping on filthy floors and no access to the most basic of amenities, you're starting to look a bit worse for wear.
More than a little bit, probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Valeth is probably constipated.
Yes. Or she's probably not eating anything because she is picky.
You're not eating anything for a week?
No, probably just drinking.
If that's the case, I'm gonna give Valeth the best parts of my food, just so she will eat something at least.
But
Full stealth?
I don't. Yeah.
Stealth. Oh yeah. I can do that.
Or that would be sleight of hand actually.
Oh, sleight of hand. Yeah. What's sleight of hand?
Larger than man.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It is a 16 plus 2, so that is 18.
Apparently Rick is sounding weird.
Weird? Thanks.
Because of the microphones.
He's probably being picked up by both.
Yeah.
So
Oh, great. Good.
well, then you could always just turn down one of them.
Isn't this the problem we had last time where we had to move the microphone?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Microphone. I thought it's a microwave. That's like, I'm too close to the microwave.
But that's why I suggested that you could just not have a secondary table and just sit here, so we all can use one mic.
Suggestions?
I'm gonna turn the extra mic down a little bit.
Okay.
What, Rick's mic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if that helps.
Just tell us, does it help or not?
Yeah, it's echoing a lot.
Yeah. Like he's talking through a pipe.
I don't want to talk through a pipe.
Yeah.
Okay, we've adjusted a little bit. Let's see how this is. Please talk, Rick.
The Chantry teaches us that it was the dudesmen from Tevinter which basically smacked it up for the rest of us because they wanted to go on a tourism of the Dark City. And they basically went over in those put some cowls to make them look like bats with no wings, and they screwed it up because they wanted to see the creator of all things. He weren't home.
Yeah. Luterjam is hearing it with Sunniva too, so it's picking up both.
Okay.
So we should turn off one of the mics because it's
Emergency
such a
measures!
small room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move my laptop.
Yes.
Oh wait.
The question is which mic we should be using.
Well, probably that one.
Am I gonna have to shout?
No, if
No,
you sit there, you don't have to shout at all.
Alright.
But then we
Because
might.
I mean, it
sit
usually
in the
picks
way
up Ola and all of us when we play vampires.
Well, it's not
remember?
subtle.
No.
I think it's gonna be fine with that the way it is now.
Mm-hmm.
How does my voice sound now?
Yeah, it's being picked up.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works.
Hopefully it works.
Yes.
Shall I start again?
Yeah.
Okay. You've been at sea for some time. Your equipment, everything of worth, including your jewellery, has been taken from you. You've been put in manacles, and you've been thrown into your own individual slave cage. The slave cages are high enough for an elf to stand, although Thann has some problems. Every time you try and communicate, cold, damp, and bilge water is thrown on you, which essentially tastes not like water at all. You suspect there's something else in it. Something very dirty. Sleep is nigh impossible, and when it does come, it's often ended with buckets of bilge water thrown by the guards, who laugh in a very cruel manner as they leave you again. These guards are humans you don't recognize. They seem to be pirates, judging by their attire, but it's very difficult to say. They could very much just be smugglers. But you haven't seen a Red Templar since the ship you're on left Ostwick. Days and nights go by with little sign of the day or night cycle from where you are in the hold. However, you do hear the sounds of birds, indicating that days have passed. And by your tally, it sounds like it's a week. The boredom's the worst part. You've been fed a thin gruel that has maggots in it. The water you're given is brown, old, and with a hint of rust. Your clothes have become dirty, and with the long days of sleeping on filthy floors, and having no access to the most basic of amenities, you're starting to look worse for wear. When you look at each other from between the bars of the cages, you can barely recognize each other. Faces soiled in grime, bloodshot eyes staring almost lifelessly into space. I'd like you to all roll a constitution check, please.
Mm-hmm. While we do, move closer to the table because it's low.
Okay, so
That's just
I'm just wondering if it would be better to use that because we could knock the sound up quite a lot and put that on the table.
No, but the thing is that the audio is good there. It's just that he's too far away. Because if we use that, won't necessarily pick up the rest.
But we need to move the cameras.
Yeah, a little bit.
And now you can't sit there because then you're sitting in front of the camera.
No, but let him sit down and let's just see how it looks.
The camera can be moved there as well, to the other side.
Sorry guys, usually we know it's a little bit smoother than this. So yeah, if you just move that camera over there, it won't be in the back of his head and it'll be able to see all of us probably.
Because I mean, when we played with the Fate Swain, we just used that microphone.
Yeah.
And put that on the middle of the table.
Mm.
I have a feeling that would be better.
Yeah, but
then it picks up
a
vibration
lot
and all of
things
that,
like that.
so it was really noisy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not to be party pooper. But for podcast editing,
horrible.
Yes, I can understand that.
I tried pooping at a party once.
How did
like
that go?
Pooping anywhere else, really. It was just there was some thrown up in the sink. So.
Okay, let's see.
Rick?
Yeah.
I think you need to sit at the table here.
All right.
Move the chair.
Yep.
You put that down.
Okay. Like that.
And then
All right.
move the chair.
Yep.
There.
All right.
Thank you. And just.
All right. That's great too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need some distance between you and us.
That's cruel. Unnecessary.
We're sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is not ideal. Usually we're more prepared than this.
Well, are we?
Well, a little, because we've wasted like 45 minutes.
I don't understand what started to happen though, because this was never a problem before.
No. Sometimes tech issues just happen.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I just. Do I have to repeat myself again? Or?
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
Don't do that.
Because it was just low. The audio was fine. People said it was perfectly fine. It just had to be.
I didn't roll this. I think I rolled a 2 and 2 1s. So my constitution is bad.
Just kick everything away. I'll manage.
Let's see. Yeah. There you go. Now you'll get everybody in the shot, including yourself.
Yeah, I get the feeling that.
Yes.
There we go. I'm just gonna turn the light off.
Yeah. Doesn't
The
need
light down.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And
just have it from the side angle potentially.
Can we put it maybe here?
Yeah,
Like if we
that's
use
what
the
I'm
boxes.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Because we don't need this.
Well, in
now.
the meantime, I can tell you that I rolled a 11, I think.
That's not gonna fit.
Mhm.
That's not gonna fit.
No, but we.
No, if you just put this over here, you don't need the entire thing.
Yeah, we do for the height. The
What
boxes?
about the boxes?
Yeah, just put it on boxes. Or
Or
on
we
or
can
on the
just
mic
put this.
stand.
Alright. You're dragging something. There you go. That's cool.
Oh, I can't see you, Rick. I'll have to do this to see you.
Every 5 seconds, you're
That's
just
what I do as well.
Yeah.
It's fine. Alright. There we go. Yay. Now you should be able to hear Rick and all of us all at once. We hope. We
talk,
hope.
Rick. Come on,
Yes.
talk.
I've done all my talking today.
Doesn't want to do it anymore.
I don't wanna.
No, I don't want to.
I'll throw some chocolate at you so you can catch it and be more happy.
Okay.
Oh my god! No!
No!
Tonya, what did you do?
What are you doing?
I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ. Today is the day, apparently.
What am I doing? I'm being awesome accidentally. That's what I'm doing.
Did you guys see that?
It's on film clearly now.
Yes!
I hope.
Oh, yes!
Oh.
Finally, somebody sees my Jedi powers.
I don't even know what happened.
We need to let the chat decide. Did you guys see what Rick just did?
Alright.
They could be all like, nope, didn't see it. Nope, didn't happen.
Literature said what happened.
Okay, so Tonya threw a piece of chocolate over it to Rick from this bowl right here, and then Rick tried to catch it, but it kind of
Knocked it back.
knocked it back into the bowl.
It bounced into the bowl.
It bounced into the bowl.
It was amazing.
It was really, really amazing.
Did you pick up the last
Jesus.
Alright.
Okay.
So that happened. Hopefully we have no more setbacks now.
No.
Oh, we're totally gonna go on that. Just trying to do an epic episode here, guys. Do an epic episode.
Don't mind me.
Alright. Let's do this. I'm ready. My body's ready. Constitution, you said.
Constitution, you say? I happen to be pants at this. Yes, Constitution, please.
11.
7.
Oh!
I rolled 2 once and a 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait the baby.
Ingrid?
Yeah.
Now what's happened when you share your food?
Yeah.
Stamina?
Stamina.
No,
Constitution.
Constitution.
Constitution. Stamina.
Just
If you do have, by the way, if you have focus and stamina, you do get
Yeah.
the plus effect.
So 16.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I sometimes wonder. My word. Okay, so here's the thing.
I'm ready. Come on, give it to me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm worried now.
You two begin to feel sickness overtaking you.
Of course.
Nothing seems to stay down or even in, and the cramps are the worst. You try not to let the guards get anything from your suffering, but some cries of pain come eventually. The fever and the hallucinations are the worst, actually, because you start seeing voices and things from your past.
I
Drives
start
you to-
seeing voices?
You start hearing voices and seeing things from your past. I hope that
Yes.
doesn't make it into the podcast.
Oh, shit.
Totally make it into the
Excuse
podcast.
me. There we go. Continue.
Whenever you try and communicate with each other, you still get water thrown on you. Some of the guards even take it one step further, which is disgusting. And on one particular occasion, let me see. Yeah, they decided to pick on Thann. First things first. Oh, snapdragon. Yeah, okay, cool. Valeth, you take 7 penetrating damage, and you take 13 damage penetrating.
Penetrating from what?
From being sick and hungry, and generally because you've also contracted an illness.
7, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Is my health the same as it was when we ended last
Yeah.
episode? Okay.
Well, actually, no, because you get a chance to rest, technically.
Well.
What was it last time?
It was. I had not minus, but I had taken 17 damage.
Right. Okay, so you're nowhere near zero then, basically.
No.
Good. Cool. Thann.
Yeah.
3 guards at one point. Since you start seeing Firil's health deteriorate, it has moved you to trying to do something, whether it's talking to them, making a gesture, anything which gives the
He probably gets up.
yeah, any kind of movement gives the guards enough of an excuse really to open the door to the cage where you're manacled and beat the living crap out of you. You essentially take 21 damage. They basically beat you with cudgels until they get tired.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I've tried fixing, adjusting the sound a little bit lower, Lutra Gem, so let us know. Apparently there's clipping now, so we're from low to high.
Oh, good.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
Is it set on the right microphone though?
Yeah, it should be. Anyway, continue.
I just want to play a game.
Me too.
Alright. So, on the second day...
Of the beatings and stuff?
Oh, the second day of your journey.
Okay.
I'll just have to refer to some random tables that I drew up. Awesome. So guess what? Firil takes 12 damage.
Oh yeah.
And you take 8.
8. Okay.
You guys are starting to feel the worst of it. You're not able to even eat the gruel. You're starting to feel you've lost weight.
I have under half my health left.
I mean, like that for quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that I've ever really taken any damage.
Yeah. Do you want to roll Constitution for me, please?
Double?
Double. Nice. Yeah. Well, what is it though total?
Let's see. 16?
16.
No, wait, that's 8. 14.
14. Excellent. Cool. You're fine. And does anyone try and do anything on the second day, by the way?
Am I able to? I mean, am I not just shitting and puking everywhere?
Pretty much, yeah. But I don't want to make you feel like you can't do anything. You can try and do all sorts.
Like what?
Part of me wants you to. I don't know.
I'm hallucinating.
No, it's loud.
It's like it's just gonna be puking sounds and farts and random gibberish.
Set it to -6.
Literally sounds like a Tuesday tonight.
Yeah.
Second day.
Alright.
Are we having any more problems?
Yeah. Norse says that finally the sound is just about perf for them, and Lutra is hearing noise and clipping, so I don't know. But
I think it may actually come down to their end at some point.
Yeah. So yeah, we've done all we can now.
Yes.
Basically.
You're going to have to put up with that.
Yes, whatever it is.
Meanwhile, you take Valeth.
Yes.
You take 11 damage, and Firil takes 15.
That's good.
And now it's barely hearable.
Oh,
Jesus
dear
Christ. God. Okay, just keep that. No, you don't go any lower because then it won't be audible. But go to -5 or 4 then, and then yeah. Let's see if that helps. Okay. OBS just does not want to be our friend today, or YouTube, or anything.
I think we should talk about replacing OBS. That way OBS knows that we're actually thinking of replacing it. Because, Lord knows, we don't need it. There are other things we can use. Isn't that right, OBS? We don't need you. You're
I think
replaceable.
instead we should get like a microphone stand that we can have on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way.
The third day sees your ship hit a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll for dexterity.
Oh,
It's gonna be the worst. 5,
Dexterity.
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Just pure dexterity.
You can do acrobatics.
Okay. 17.
Ingrid?
11.
With a double.
11. 17 with a double.
Yeah.
You're like BB-8. It's just...
In my duke.
That's awesome. The ship keels around violently without giving you much warning for the direction about which it's going to be throwing you. Firil doesn't seem much of a problem. She just dances with the whole thing. And Thann, you're surprisingly inept to unable to keep up with the flow, and clubbing your face against one of the bars that takes the side of your cage. That will actually inflict upon you 16 damage.
Can I use might to try and actually knock it down?
No.
16.
Nice idea. Would have been amusing, but
16.
yes.
And apparently, Lutra Gem is the only one who's been having audio issues, so the audio was fine most of the time.
Good.
It's
Awesome.
YouTube that's fucking up or something.
Yeah, probably. It's everything from here to her listening to on a PC, so there's all
Yeah.
sorts of things that could be going wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, grr.
And by the way, I only have 14 health points left.
Ooh.
Brilliant. That's great.
I don't have a calculator, so I don't know how many.
Fourth day is actually that's good timing. Constitution check, please.
For everyone?
Yes.
I rolled 8.
8.
15.
Nice.
2 2s and a 1.
You take 12 damage.
I'm almost dead.
15.
You're fine. You recover.
Oh, thank goodness.
17.
17. You're fine.
I don't want to die on the
No,
boat.
I tried.
Realize Firil. Shot herself to death.
I'll probably try like reach out and like hold your hand or something.
Oh,
like
well,
you'll
then
be
you-
okay.
Then you'll get that shit water in your
Yes,
face.
I probably
Do,
will.
do you do that?
Yes.
You do that?
Yes, because
You do that. Awesome.
I care about Firil. I have
And-
2. She's my sister.
Thann will try and get their attention so that they beat on him instead of them.
Okay, let's play this out. Yeah.
Am I still wearing magic cancelling? Yeah. So I'll just
please.
hold your hand.
These guys aren't stupid.
Yeah.
These manacles that are in your hands, by the way, they're actually causing some blood loss, just a
Yeah.
tiny bit, because they're getting
Tight.
into your hands there. The second you try and reach across,
Yeah.
one of the guards just sitting there, just watching you. He looks bored out of his mind. He's just looking for an excuse to do something. Sees you reaching across. He stands up and starts. Oh, you're gonna be wishing you ain't gone done that.
Hey, fuck face.
Oh, roll like your. I don't know what that would be. So like taunt, I guess.
Taunt.
That would probably be persuasion. Actually, trying to get his attention. But I will accept intimidation if you want.
Could be deception.
Yeah. I will happily use intimidation.
You want to pick on me?
Because that's...
Strength.
Sure as
Yeah.
hell ain't etiquette.
Depends which kind of party you be.
That's a double.
The double.
That's a... Let's see... 17?
17. Nice.
Um,
Yes.
when he's done doing his thing, I want to try a persuasion thing.
Do.
I want to tell the guard that he should be fucking careful because it seems like they aim to keep us alive until we reach our destination, and if this goes on for any longer, she's going to die today.
Roll persuasion.
Ah, fuck. 4, 5,
Your voice comes out as
11, 12, 13.
yeah. So your voice comes out really harsh. And
Yeah.
pipsqueaky.
Yeah.
It's
From the starvation.
the fact that they haven't spoken for so long. Huh?
Can I fake seizure?
In your current condition, possibly.
I have 2 hit points left.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna be like one of those method actors.
Probably an actual seizure.
Did I hear her say that?
The thing is, you need to be compos mentis. You need to be like you have to understand what's going on.
I have no idea if I am.
Not really. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
So we play this out. The guard instead calls something with a bit of a bark noise. There's not so much a hey, it's like a ah, and then 2 guys come downstairs, and 3 of them go into Thann's cage, pick him up very roughly. He seems to be his legs seem to shake when they pick him up from the ground, and then take him up.
No, they don't.
They don't shake. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess they don't. My bad.
Hang on. Let's see. I still have over 60 hit points.
Good to know. Excellent. They take him upstairs,
So.
away from your sight.
I'm not making it easy for them.
Can your character swim? Is there any reason to like say that he's been educated in swimming?
Nope.
Excellent. Would you mind rolling 3 times for? Let me just do this. Constitution and swimming.
Are they keel hauling him or something? Please don't give him ideas.
Well, no, it's not that. Keel hauling is actually fucking. It's lethal.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, like, if Firil is kind of in and out of consciousness-ish, hallucinating and shitting herself, is there any possible way that she would maybe reveal something about herself, or...
That's up to you as a player, I think. You can roll for it if you want, but that's really between you and yourself.
Yeah.
No one's interrogating you.
No, I know.
I rolled 14.
14. And again.
Yes, thank you.
15.
15. And one last time.
Thank fuck for my constitution. And good dice. 16.
16. Right. Awesome. It sounds like you just learned how to swim.
It's like when you hold a dog over water and they just reflex does this.
That was Thann, a really big half canary.
Yeah. He just knows.
Hey, Brickwake, what? What's he doing? Looks like he's doggy padding.
I only swim free.
I
my
hate you.
God.
Can't believe you did that.
I love that.
Well, did they leave one of the guards down there, or are we alone right now?
You're not alone. You're never alone. They've been warned about you lot. When Thann comes back, he is panting. He is wet through. His eyes are bloodshot, but he hasn't been drowned or anything.
And he's clean.
And he's been alive. He hasn't taken any health damage. Age for that. And he seems to have. You may now write that you have learned how to swim under duress.
I would go in. Apollo says, no, actually, just keeps his mouth shut.
Like twice.
Like a good idea. Yeah. Let's see. The last one would be that.
I'm so sorry for us. Oh,
Ooh, that's so good. Alright, does Thann have horns, by the way?
Yep.
Really? How long are they?
they're not very long.
How long?
They're like this long.
10 centimeters?
Yeah,
15?
kind of like that.
15.
That's awesome. On the 4th day, in the evening, around 3 or 4 guys come down, nod to the guard, and one of them's got a hacksaw. And they're all gathering around the cage, muttering to each other in some sort of weird pirate cant. You know, it's very hard to understand. You want to try and roll to understand what they're saying because you're a bit of a linguist. What?
I have trader tongue or leash and then street
Roll
slang.
Constitution.
8, 9, 10. What am I rolling?
It'd be law, languages.
Lore. Well, I don't have languages, but I do have
You got law. You got
well, linguistics.
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
That's the thing. That's what you're looking for. What did you get meanwhile?
20!
Bitch!
The double!
God damn!
And 6 is my dragon die, so fuck you!
Yeah, you've now become immune to that particular strand of illness. You basically just developed your own vaccine. Anyone who takes her blood from now on is just going to be immune. That's it.
My body just made
Antibodies.
Yeah.
She's the one who deals with like zombie viruses now.
All
by the
right,
way, so
I
it'd be
have
nice to-
one of my talents or my is linguistics, which I am a novice in linguistics. So I don't. That means that I've learned Arcanum, Elven, Ancient, Tavine, and Trade Tongue.
Nice. It's not really any of those.
No.
Although you can. Do you want rolling for lore anyway?
Well, none of these are language based though.
You can roll a basic
The only
intelligence test.
the closest one it would be either cunning or communication.
Yeah, sorry, it would be cunning. Roll cunning.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 10, 13.
13. Not bad. You can make out from some of the slang words that they're actually discussing how much Kunari horns are worth.
Mm-hmm.
And can't seem to make up their mind.
Mm-hmm.
One insists that it's very good for a sore stomach.
Mm-hmm.
The other one says it could sell for good on the black market. And the third one is basically like the idea of cutting a horn off. There's actually like a lot of blood inside horns. It's not the same as when you're cutting off a rhino's horn.
Is Thann awake?
Thann is probably... Ask Ingrid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
Okay.
staring at them intensely.
Yeah, okay. So Valeth, she doesn't care. She's going to warn him about what they're saying. So she's going to say, Thann, they want to cut your horns off. They think it's valuable or magic or whatever.
Okay, he just leans back and he starts laughing.
Okay, roll intimidate. Because that's pretty intimidating. That's not the reaction you want. It's like... Hey boss, he doesn't seem to be intimidated. Shh, it's a ruse! I don't know.
It's
Guess
a double.
Yep.
But it's just 11.
It's just 11? Okay.
Guess
Guess what? These guys are cowards. But one of them...
And then he says, let them.
Yeah. One of them, it just snatches his hacksaw and says, yeah, boys is just cowards and stuff. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get those horns for myself. And he opens the gate with a wrench of his keys, opens the gate up, walks inside. The rest of them are kind of like backing off a bit, kind
Thann
of looking at
stands up
each other.
and then just hovers over it.
I'm going to try to
Can
distract
I roll
them.
intimidate again?
Let her
Yeah.
play this up. Go on. Go on.
I just wanted to scream,
Oh,
leave them alone!
Aww.
That's all.
I will allow that.
Yeah.
Firil, by the way, has come out of her fugue state.
19.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
He's just
god!
standing there, his head bent because he's too tall, and he's just looking down at him and just grinning widely. It's like, are you sure you want to do this?
This is what Firil wakes up to. She's just like drooling like, oh my god.
Good time to wake up.
There is actually this very, very like silent moment when you say those words. Because when you stand up, the chains rattle, and you haven't moved an inch since you came back from being like nudged around. So the chains rattling as they uncurl as you stand up, and your head just bangs against the top of the cage, making a chung noise.
Actually, he bangs his head and then bends
Screeches.
over so that the horns scrape in the ceiling.
And despite this fact, this human isn't that tall, and you're looming over him. And there's this moment where he's got the hacksaw in hand, and he's like, all of his confidence just drains away. You know, his body language goes from confident to. And then, of course, you hear Firil going, "Oh God!" And then there is this awkward silence, and you hear someone behind him going, and then there's a trickle of water running.
Oh.
No, it's not you.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
What color is his trousers?
It's a darker colour than what they used to be.
Are they like beige or something?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, see, you were the right color of trousers.
Deadpool reference. The guy steps away from you, steps the way again, keeping his eyes on you, closes the gate, locks it, turns around, and he looks at the other guys, and the other guys are like...
And then Van sits down
Yeah.
on his knees again and just like gets into a meditative pose.
Yeah.
And then just looks at them.
Valeth just goes,
Firil laughs inside, but she doesn't dare to let out sound, so he's just like a silent chuckle for herself.
A silent chuckle, no less.
So it
Probably
sort of
sounds like she's gonna throw up.
looks, it sounds like she's gonna throw up and looks like she's having a seizure.
As the guys are walking away, the fella repeats his pants with the hacksaw. He walks past your cage and then bangs the cage with his hacksaw. I can take one of your ears.
I bet you could. So what? It's not like it's a lot of fight to put up against you anyway.
Are you gonna shit yourself when you do that then?
Bunky. Just walks away.
Just
Right. Yeah, he walks off. Congratulations. That was a really nasty. That was a nasty event which I rolled there.
It was. Could have ended so bad.
Let's talk about Firil, by the way. Firil lost a lot of weight over the last few days. She's pale and gaunt, and her eyes are sunken. She's got like the whole good face right now. Yeah. Actually, you all look pretty bad, but Firil looks like she's got the worst of it so far.
Particularly bad.
Yeah. It's the 5th day. Apart from your usual endless nightmares and your will going to its end, you're actually feeling like you've gone from being totally angry to being close to afraid. You have no control over your destiny. And now hopelessness, and then it turns to nothing. You've not felt a single thing. Felt hollow. And then, on the 5th day, rough and angry hands drag you up out of your half-sleep. You're weak, tired, sore from living worse than a slave for over a week at sea, with very little food and water. Dragged out of your cages, and pushed up the wooden stairs, which now seem like the hardest thing in the world to climb, up onto the deck. And when you get onto the actual deck of the ship, the light is blinding. It is absolutely blind. You've not seen daylight for almost a week. And the screaming of the seabirds is also deafening. It's like tinnitus. The seabirds are actually circling, screaming at you, and the sounds of hundreds of movements is just deafening. The boat, it seems, is docked, unloading cargo via an old-ish looking pier, which leads up to a city made of cold grey rock, like slate. The entire coastline is actually made of nothing more than serrated, blackened, slate-like rocks. This is like on the horizon for you is just a coast made up of sharp, jagged stones.
Can I roll like a cultural war to see if I recognize this?
You certainly can.
I think we both do.
You certainly can.
Just a 14.
17.
17? Judging by the rocks, you know that this particular slate type is one of... it's very often used for certain like roofing in Ferelden, because it's often found on the Storm Coast. So you could surmise that either you're in Ferelden or... This looks more like an island, so it's probably somewhere in between. Without further information, you couldn't tell though. But this city is nothing that you know of.
Are we standing? Are we being carried? Dragged?
You're being half of all of it. Just
Okay.
pushed, dragged,
Right.
whatever.
I'll just
Thann,
keep it to myself for now.
Yeah. Thann in particular has had a new, essentially a collar put on his neck with a long pole to keep him in check. They're not taking any risks at all. There are people following you with sure-handed ducks ready to stab you in whatever fashion necessary. Firil is almost dragged because she can barely stand.
She's probably just following with her feet getting dragged by the hands, so probably look like her shoulders out of place or something. Looks like
it's not a good look. But yeah, the entire coastline is made of all these sharp, serrated rocks, and the horizon inland disappears over a cleft. But for now, the only thing of note on this blasted isle, because there's literally no vegetation that you can see, is this miserable-looking city. And in the distance, you can hear cries of pain carried over a wind that smells of wooden rot and seaweed. A guy behind you, one of these pirates, sniggers, "Welcome to Brandel's End."
Brandel's End. Have I heard this name before?
Oop, you've heard of Brandel. He's one of the old... Brandel the Defeated was a king of Firil.
Okay.
And there's an isle named after him as well. So... maybe.
Yeah.
Also, music brought to you by our asshole neighbor.
Who's trying to sell his apartments. So...
yeah.
Right.
It sounds like he put on a track with like 17 different drums in one song.
Yeah, we're apparently lucky to hear it. Yeah. No, nobody likes him. This is one of the truths.
Everyone hates him.
Yeah, everyone hates him. But he has an adorable dog. You're dragged along this pier and through the port area, where you can see lots of other slaves being pushed around. Elves, humans, dwarves even. Which is not unheard of. They're all being measured with long sticks for their biceps, for their length of their back, and they're being divvied up by the strongest, the thinnest. They don't seem to be taking much into account apart from how fit they are. You guys aren't being taken where they're going.
No.
You're being taken in another direction. You're dragged into a large building made of wood that seems to have been ported. That's what marks it as different. This building has wood, and there isn't no trees that you've seen so far. Inside there are literally large shards of granite or whatever rock this is made of, the slate, which make up walls. Each one is cemented in place with this grey, dry mixture which locks everything. It's almost like being in a dungeon, but you're in a house. The floor itself is also made more of these cold slabs, thankfully covered in straw and some dirt. Natural light is accompanied by some candles and sconces. Windows are a bit few and far between, but when they are appearing, they're very wide and vast, and you can see just outside that there is a large gap between this building and the other shanty-like buildings made of essentially just walls of these same rocks with a slab on top. In the centre room that you get brought to, passing lots of doors and such, is large. It's a large door with lots of dark shadows in each of the areas. You can get a waft of tallow candles and a faint hint of seaweed over a smell of bubbling fat. In the shadowy alcove stand several red Templars, though these ones look slightly different. You don't recognise, the uniforms are slightly different. They seem a bit more mutated or corrupted than the others. You can see bright hued crystals that glow in the dark, literally. The eye slits in their armour actually burn with heat.
How do I feel?
Pretty sick. Being around them makes you feel corrupt.
I hear this discordant song playing in my head over and over and over again, basically.
It's like the guy downstairs.
Yeah. Upstairs, yes.
Oh, he's down.
Oh, he's downstairs.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Let me put it
downstairs.
to let me put it
Anyways.
this way. He's beneath us.
Yes.
Yeah.
In all kinds of ways.
Burn.
But yeah.
But the most disconcerting thing about these particular Red Templars is the fact that their swords are part of them. They're actually
Fused.
stuck into the ground. They're fused. You can see the mass of mutated flesh and crystal growths coming out of their right arms. There are markings on the floor. There's a glyph. Please roll arcane lore if you care to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two ones and a 2. So that's.
It's a double.
No, it's a double, but it's
That's a
4,
double
5, 6,
fail.
7, 8, 9.
Alright,
And,
let me ask you this then. Would you mind rolling an awareness or perception?
Perception.
Just Valeth.
No, all of you.
Ooh! Ooh, that's a double 6! 12, 13, 14.
Is it seeing?
16,
Yes.
17. Yeah. 17 if it's seeing. 19 if it's detect delirium.
16.
17, 16,
14.
14. 15. You two. You notice that it catches your eyes as you're in this place. For some strange reason, it's very unusual to see the face of a statue looking through a window. It's the last place you would put a statue looking through a window. It's like a practical joke. What does this statue's head look like?
It looks like a very beautiful male face.
Yeah?
Yeah, white.
Yeah.
With blue glowing eyes.
Oh, I thought you were going to describe me.
He doesn't have a beard. He's clean shaved.
Never happened.
Very chiseled.
Greek.
Nice. Square face.
Grecian and beautiful. But yeah, it's just weird. It's a statue, which is fair enough, but who the hell places it right? It's one of those insane thoughts you get when
And glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like, oh, that's weird. Anyways.
Why would they put it there?
I do,
Why would
right.
they put light in its eyes?
Yeah.
Now, for this next bit, I'm going to need the rulebook because this is where it gets really interesting. Also, could you hand me the bottle opener? Daddy needs some
Juice. Sugar.
Daddy needs some.
I'm gonna get something to drink while you go through the book.
Oh, I know where the page is.
Oh, good.
Oh, this would be a good page. Oh, good page.
The
It's
best,
okay, the best page ever.
The bestest of pages.
Hey, cat.
Choir. Kitty choir.
Oh my gosh. She was running in.
I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, and I dance.
I just love the chorus of that song. When he's like, it's just crazy. Oh, let's get this party started.
Yes. For reals.
Sound like a raptor.
Hello.
People
Mild
keep
alcoholic
commenting
cat.
that I.
What is it?
Oh, it's a treat, a kitty treat.
What were you saying? People keep commenting.
People keep commenting on my hair that it looks like Yasha's hair.
Yes.
So now I feel like I have to do like a makeup.
Can I point this out? Actually,
Yeah.
this annoys me. I'm sorry, this annoys me. Yasha's hair looks like her hair.
Yeah,
'Cause she
because
was
I
first.
had it first. That's true. But mine isn't white or grey.
Yeah, bitch, please.
It's blue.
Mhm.
Awesome. The markings on the floor. It's like a glyph which has been spread out with blood. It's large. It takes up a good third of the entire room. And inside this glyph, there is a table with lots of sharp objects on it. And by this table, there is a chair and a hooded person sitting next to it, who is currently, with very jolty hands, just fingering what looks like a very sharp scalpel.
Uh-huh.
All of you, as a collection, are forced heavily to your feet, like hard.
I don't think they have to do it really
No.
hard. I think we'll just collapse.
Yeah.
They'll just have to let me go, and
Yeah.
then I'll just.
Let me
pretty much-
go, let me go. Yeah. It's Milano. We will not let you go. So you are all forced to your feet with a heavy, heavy thud. Bam! Please roll willpower, self-control.
Lol. That's like the only thing I don't have
That
any
was
of.
I've
2,
seen you kind
3,
of gambling. She
6,
doesn't have control.
11.
I got a double though.
A double what? Double what?
15. Self-discipline.
Yes.
17. Yes, 17.
It's gonna have to note this down because this is for posterity, which is weird because posterity technically means ass.
And I got a double, by the way.
You got what? 13 and a double?
No, I got 17 and a
17 and a
double.
double. Show off. Okay. Firil?
8.
Yeah. Oh no.
With a double.
Yeah, right. And Degrit.
Yeah, that's 9, 11.
You guys have
13.
no control. 13? God.
I have willpower 1, so
I have a lot of willpower, but I'm a mage, so I have to.
Yeah. I don't need that shit.
You can just stab people however you like.
Would you mind rolling a willpower check again, but this time with a -3?
Okay.
Everyone's
Being
asked, "Oh,
punished. Okay, so that is.
That's what you get for talking back.
It was good. I rolled a 17. So,
Yeah.
but no, this is a 15 plus 4, so that's 19 plus 2, 21 minus 3, so
18.
18. One better than last time.
Really?
Yes.
Vicious!
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Oh god damn it. Am I not supposed to be doing good for once?
Pretty much. Yeah.
God.
This is definitely awkward.
Maybe.
So here's the thing. I'll get back to you in a minute. I will explain to you what you remember.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. I work hard for that. So I'm so hard to hate because I'm so derp. Honest. So derp.
There.
I'm sorry. I tried. Every This is why I have no friends. I don't have players.
And Ria
Yes.
wants to know if Sunniva brought the wrong dice. You never throw this bad for that long.
I think.
I've had a few good
gone that way.
rolls, but no, but my good
the
rolls
wins.
is dexterity. My bad rolls is like constitution and willpower.
You can't use dexterity for everything. True. I'm going to persuade them with my dance. Dexterity check.
Yeah.
We've done that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey everyone, distraction! So moving
Libra
on.
Jump says you are adorable, Rick.
Yeah. What you want? What are you up to?
I'm very hard to
Okay,
hate.
what happens?
So here's the thing. When you guys hit the ground,
Yeah.
your eyes closed. When you open your eyes again,
Oh
no.
That's not what I heard you say.
your eyes close.
Yeah.
When you open your eyes
Yes.
again, son of a phrasing. That blood glyph is gone. The table's been moved. It's over in the other end of the corner, the room, and the person who you saw is now writing in a journal with a hand which makes jagged movements as if they have some sort of muscle condition. They're having trouble controlling it.
Maybe it's a good thing I don't have any health points left.
There's a gap in your memory. And you suddenly feel even more tired, sore, weary. You don't lose any health points. But your mind feels stretched, as if you've been thinking all day and all you can think about now is sleep. You're just tired. Your throats are sore, and I'm talking about Thann as well here, and you. They're sore and dry, as if you've been shouting a lot. You're shouting for hours. That's how, like when you are so dry in the throat that when you swallow it actually hurts, and you almost choke and cough. That's how bad it is. And your tongue feels swollen in your mouth, as if you've been biting it. There's actually blood in your mouth. You got a horrible sense of deja vu as well. I'll get back to you, Anita. But right now, Valeth is... Her eyes are wide open and she is shaking visibly. She's clutching herself like this, rocking back and forward. There is something that's happened and you guys can't remember it, but she can, and you should be lucky. At last, we finally meet appropriately. A familiar voice comes from the man sitting at the table nearby. Unremarkable in rags and a hood, there are shackles around very emaciated feet that are bandaged. He stands up with a almost puppet-like gesture, just stands up, turns around, the hood covering half of his face with a very drawn and thin chin with a trickle of drool coming down. And he starts moving towards you, one arm limp to the side as if it's been dislocated, and he just starts dragging his feet almost, like he's not really in control of everything. As he gets closer, the hood finally tilts up, and underneath you recognise the face. It brings a cold wash over your body as you recognise it. It's Adrian. And he's looking at you with wide, tortured, terrified eyes as he's moving his mouth, almost as if he's not controlling it.
New tree. Who does?
Adrian.
Yeah.
He's the guardsman.
I know who Adrian
Yeah,
is.
thank you.
Son doesn't.
What? Yeah, new
Yeah.
tree, who this? New orange, who this?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that, Ingrid? He's thinner, haggard. He's got cuts on his face that, when you look at them, they give you a headache. There are shackles on his wrists as well, with the chain clasps are been cut loose. And he smells like he hasn't had a shower
Just like us.
in a week,
Just like us.
just like you guys.
I had a bath. Yes, you did.
I smell like salt water.
I smell salty.
To be fair though, people pay for this in Lush, just saying. I have let you play out your little song and dance long enough. Gave you all the chances, but now you are done. Done. He shuffles around for a second, almost like he's thinking, just walking past you, just looking down, expecting you to say something. And then eventually he gets bored, turns up towards someone in the darkness, goes, "Where is he?" You hear Bernard's voice. He's fled. I think he expected this discovery. The not Adrian in front of you grits his teeth so hard you actually hear an audible creaking sound. Blood kind of just floods out of the mouth bit. Clever Kosith. Clever. Bernard! The sneaky thief comes out of the shadows and looks at you guys. He actually takes a look at Firil the longest. If he has any emotions about his face, he doesn't reveal anything. Take them to the fighting pits. I have made promises to the pit master. Make the half-breed, he raises his hand, points towards Thann, mongrel here fight hardest and most. Make the thief watch and make this spirit shit clean it up with her bare hands. There's this moment all of a sudden when this not Adrian kind of just, his face just goes from this to just he looks at you guys just panicking.
Valeth looks at him, even if she's, traumatized, she'll say, "It's okay."
He just stumbles back over to the table. He goes back to the table, he picks a knife, and he puts his hand on the table and starts hammering into his forearm. You can see the thick globules of blood just pouring out of his wrist, and then he gets even more desperate. He's screaming now, and then stabs himself in the throat and just cuts sideways so hard. He gets halfway and he just kind of passes out and flops to the ground. He flops. Terrible word. So that he rolls over and you see his face just looking at you, glassy-eyed, and then he kind of just suddenly fixes again. Distracted. I liked this. Continue, Bernard. And then there's just nothing. Roll awareness again, please.
I think probably Valeth throws up.
Awareness.
What are you going to throw up, maggot?
What's awareness?
Oh, sorry.
Stomach
Perception.
acid. Stomach acid.
Time.
Perception.
11.
Holy fuckadoodle.
12, 13, 14.
14.
fuck-a-doodle in that bestiality?
I rolled a double.
Cool.
And it is, let's see.
I also
Is it
rolled a
C?
double.
Yes.
C.
Okay. 21?
21. Cool. What do you get? 21. You got
14 and
14.
a double.
14. Cool. That's enough. That statue is in another window.
Are there more of them?
No, maybe. Yeah. But there's actually a looks like a pigeon. That's or a seagull. No, it's a seagull. That's mounted on his shoulder. And
Kitty in the corner. Yeah.
No.
No, sweetie.
no, honey, no.
Honey, no.
No, you're not Spider Cat. Here's the thing. This is for Thann, actually, who's paying most attention. When you look away for a second, you hear this, and then you look back, and then there's this bloody mess on the shoulder of the statue.
I'm busy vomiting.
Yeah, they're busy vomiting.
I'm just basically in a curl on the floor sleeping. That's basically what I'm doing.
There's no ceremony. You're basically just dragged up and taken out of the room. As you are moved away, these little diminutive creatures come out of the shadows with hooded faces, with ears that seem to be pointing out of the hoods. Their faces are emaciated, visibly toothless because of the recession in their lips, and their eyes have been removed, but they seem to know where they're going, and they just move over to where Adrian's body was and start dragging him away. Another one has a mop, just removing all of the filth behind it. You're taken into the outside streets. People are just walking past you as if you're nothing. They don't even seem to remark of your existence. No one is taking pity on you at all. And you're taken to a slave wagon, which is, despite its fanciful name, essentially just a cage on a cart with two blinded horses in front.
And he guy says, "God damn it, I feel like it's a weeping angel." Luther Jeb says, "Don't blink." Luther Jeb says, "Don't blink." And Rewrite says, "For maker's sake, do not blink. Blink and you're dead."
There are worse things than death. Blink, you're dead. Okay. Click, 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 click. But if you're blind, you're really screwed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Well, at least you can't.
All
all
this
the Rise
are
and
right
Sin
in front of my dinner. Luther Jeb says.
So,
Curtis said, "Make us Osric. Are you trying to make us hate you?"
It's really difficult now. Come on. So you guys are thrown onto this slave cart. Someone throws in a hank of rotten lamb meat or some sort of. It's just a big piece of like thigh. The meat has already been eaten or half eaten by flies and other insects and such. You can hear the buzzing as he throws it in. Eat, says this rather overweight, robust guy with a big ass beard, no hair, and lots of like braids and this tattoo of what looks like a dog around it. He's got a bit of a big pelt and everything else, which he looks really comfortable. Also around his belt is this rather large bullwhip and a series of cutting devices. With him are several guys on horses with long spears which have no curvature in them. They look like they're designed to be prodded into the cage if you guys cause trouble. You still have your manacles, and when you're thrown into the cage, the door is locked and the key put safely on the main owner on his belt. He just leers at you with several missing teeth and some golden ones. "Oh, you're gonna go quick, is what you are. Quick and painful." That was some delightful Norwegian swearing by Tonya.
Courtesy of Tonya. You cat's in the corner. Corner cat is watching you play.
Yes.
Kasumi has been in the shot, like in the corner.
Kasumi has the high ground.
Yeah.
This is basically the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader.
Khajiit wants to play.
Now, Khajiit's on the table. We have a table there.
he agrees with literature. He thinks this is awful.
I'm sorry, dude, but you can't be here.
Something unplugged.
And Rick is out of the screen. Sorry,
It's,
but the
it's-
camera. I think the camera is
Yeah,
already.
It's unplugged.
yeah, the camera's
Camera's
unplugged.
there.
Our
Something there.
camera.
Oh well, shit sticks.
Yeah.
Let's not throw the cat off like that again.
Dagnammit.
Who was it who said that nothing else will happen? I hate you.
No one
I
did.
did not say anything.
Somebody did.
We'll just have to wait and see it next.
Well,
week
it
if
turned
it's,
on, then it turned itself off again. So I don't know.
Yeah, you
we'll have to do something with the camera.
Oh well.
They can still hear us though, so
Yes,
it's
we
fine.
They can still hear us.
We can
Help!
talk.
Help! The kitties, they're killing us!
There we go. That's what happens when you
Just
can't.
a sec, we're just switching cameras.
Can I just say, Kasumi is really looking regal right there.
Yeah.
I'm just every time I say that, she usually
Hello.
starts licking her butt.
There we go.
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Because Bernard approaches.
Valeth's just gonna look at him with dead eyes. She's so tired, she has nothing left right now.
Well, I have nothing. I'm just there
We
as
good?
a shout.
If I sit like this, then Kazumi's on my head.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, guys, are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
Yes, go.
Awesome.
Yes. Rick's
As-
a shot me. Come
As you guys are all in the cage, Bernard approaches wearing his usual like black cloak, hood down, face showing. The slave handler who turns around and goes, "Would you want cut purse?" Bernard smiles, just broadly, just to say goodbye, mate. But I can do it from here. He looks directly at Firil. I heard the weather's gonna be full of rain, and throws a hard clod of earth that he had in his hand, and just see how that goes. Yeah, I thought so. He hits you straight in the face,
Oh no.
and it's just like poof, and then falls down.
Fun move.
Why did you do that, asshole?
The dog he has with him, the one that you tricked into trying to save, and then he turns around and walks off.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, what was the point of that? The slave handler chuckles and jumps onto the cart and starts cracking the whip on the horses. You start moving on. Your journey takes you through the towns. He starts shouting at all these people to get out of the way. It seems that around you is this civilization that's made up of nothing but the mightiest, the strongest get everything. There are lots of very poorly clothed slaves. No, not just elves. There are humans, there are dwarves, there are kunari. There is literally no distinction here. And there's also visible signs that a lot of these slaves are being packed into wagons and then taken off somewhere. There are a few red Templars that are actually running these particular convoys.
Sorry about that.
In the bay that you left, now that you're actually getting a more visible sign of the whole place, when you come up crest of this rise around the city, you notice that there are a number of boats at port around this place. And you go over this rise to see this huge tundra of blasted rock, bits of trees, of vegetation, but there's nothing for miles. And you're just going along this muddy, horrible, like rickety road. There's a lot of bits of rock in it, which makes the wheels come back and forth. Headaches return. You feel sick. And would you mind rolling? Bless. What would that be? I think it would be just simply perception.
All of us?
No, just Firil.
16.
16. Yeah. That clod of mud that got thrown at you. There was something really heavy inside of it.
What basically happens is that I'm just laying there, sideways on the floor, just, feeling the bumps, and then I just look the clod of mud, and it kind of just shakes, and I notice that some of the mud doesn't shake the same way as the others.
Yeah.
So I just focus my sight on it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's a bit of metal showing.
I grab it really stealthily. And I just hold it up just so I can see it. Trying to do it as inconspicuous as
Roll
possible.
larger than
I just imagine Firil and Valeth kind of just sitting, leaning up on each side of Thann, like.
Oh, could someone draw that? That'd be lovely.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small key to the manacles, and this key has a little bit of a thread around it. It looks like a parchment, and on it is this stylized fox head.
Fuck. It's true love.
Yeah.
If we sit up to Thann, me and Valeth are sitting on our sides, I'm just gonna like poke really stealthily to the one, probably Thann if he's in the middle.
Yeah. He's in the middle.
And I'm gonna say like, make him look at me. And I'm gonna hold up my hands, just like I have my hands in my lap, and I'll just open some of my fingers just for a few seconds and close them again and just hide it. Just so no one is seen staring at the same place at the same time, and especially not staring at my hands. And if he doesn't get it, then he's stupid, I guess.
Perception?
You know what? Just for the sake of my sanity, you don't need to roll anything. Because if he fails that, we're going to be here all fucking day.
That's what I said. If he didn't see it, he's going to be stupid.
Yeah, well, now that you said that, she's going to fail the dice roll. Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Logic, I know.
Anyway.
yeah. So, would you care to roll Lodge Demon, though, to try and access the manacles?
Better. 20.
20. Cool. That's good because apart from the fat guy who's riding the cart, there are like around 5 other guys on horseback that are following you, like just as the guard. I just got a message from Frederick. Frederick's the guy who actually pretty much designed Bernard from the ground up. He's done some amazing work with him. It's like, I thought you were just being an asshole. Ah! Got you too. So cool. You manage to pass the key to the manacles around, and then the cart stops, and you hear at the front of the cart the overweight slave guy. What the maker's ass? He stands up. Go check that out. What on?
And then Thann stands up. And it's like, can we have some water here?
I'm preparing my manacles to use them as nunchucks.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will allow this because that's cool. But you notice something has developed in front of the car. Standing in the middle of the road, some asshole just dumped a statue.
Wow.
How is this statue posed?
Well, it's posed like, you know, as you see normal Greek statues, all white marble, except that it has a cloak draped over its shoulders.
Which is just wafting in the wind.
Yeah.
But is it posed like babbing, or is it kind of like, you know,
Probably sounding like,
Yeah, more like pointing upwards.
look yonder!
Oh look at yonder, it's a distraction. Smack. That's groovy. Cool.
The guy says, who blinked?
No blinked.
I also love that your fingers show up on that hand. There's a hand going like,
Just like that.
So 2 of the escort riders start coming over to the statue, and you guys no longer have manacles on.
Firil, the lock on the cage.
I don't think that I'm gonna try.
But before we do that, we're going to take a break.
What?
I need to pee.
Oh,
Me too. I also need the bathroom.
So we're going to take about a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to see some bloodshed. I mean, we're going to see some. We're going to see. Dude, don't hit the camera. We're going to see some peaceful negotiations.
I have a question though.
Yes.
Am I still on 2 HP? Have we rested some?
Oh.
Alright.
Hey, this is what it feels like to not be Superman.
I've never been Superman, I've just been Firil.
She's just been good not being hit. basically.
I need my stuff. Jeez.
Hold on, this is a really good opportunity to do this. You feel it now, don't you? That what we all feel. Your own mortality. That face. We need a screenshot of that. Is this what it feels like to be in danger?
I have been angsting over this all week.
Firil has never felt this shitty before. Oh,
Literally.
literally, yeah.
Yeah. No, not even the bear's asshole compares to this. I think.
No.
The face just gave up.
Oh.
No.
And the fact that that is not official art is just yeah, that's crazy.
Oh wow, I've been sitting funny. And now everything below my belt is asleep. Everything.
Yeah. While I wait for the bathroom to become available, I'm going to remind people to check out our Instagram competition for our 1K giveaway. If you repost the picture, the giveaway picture, and tag us in it, and follow Fateful Fumble on Instagram, you can win one of our official hoodies. And also, as a bonus, if you write your favorite memory from Fateful Fumble, be it from Chicago by Night or the Kestrels, you get an extra chance at winning that hoodie. So if you put that all in one post, and remember to tag us, it's super important, or it will be hard to find it again. Then you can win that hoodie. Yay!
And it's a really cool hoodie.
It is a really cool hoodie, and you get to choose the color. So it could be gray, it could be black or navy blue or white, I think. Thank you. And yeah. Also remember to subscribe to our channel and like the videos and listen to the podcasts. Whatever you do, we appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for your support.
All the hearts.
All the hearts.
Yes, and it was probably me who blinked. Sorry.
Probably. I mean, I blink a lot too, so
Yeah.
it happens.
Blink in your message.
Yeah. Also, you can follow us on Twitter if you are on Twitter at Fateful Fumble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look there.
And on Facebook, you can also follow us there.
I was wondering
Yes.
where it says we can be followed on Twitter. Does it say Ola?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a part of Fateful Fumble, not necessarily the Kestrels, but he's part of the channel.
Okay.
And he's also going to be playing later on.
Okay. Yeah. Because my brother wondered because he's watching and he was like, wouldn't it be Rick though?
Rick is at the top, though. Well, Rick isn't on Twitter,
No.
so that's why he's not on the list.
Anita,
Yes.
your turn.
Yes.
Get your ass on Twitter, Rick.
Should we be talking now?
Yes.
In the break?
Scamper, little scamper thing.
Oh, they're doing secret things. So secret.
Well then.
Says Firil.
Well then.
Says
What?
Firil. I'm just gonna.
What? I haven't done anything except pooping and shitting all day.
That was before we started.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a week. Apparently.
Right.
I'm not. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
the truth, though.
So, Firil and Thann. Yeah. Hanging out.
Yeah,
Getting
I'm not
shit
sure.
thrown at them.
Shit. Yeah, I'm used to
Firil and
that.
Thann. Getting shit thrown at them.
Yeah.
Yes.
What usually
It's
happens.
a waiting to happen. Yeah.
Because Firil and Thann. Out on boat. On boat, motherfucker. Come on,
Yes. Yes, this is basically just us reminding you how big dogs we are.
Yes. I haven't had a chance to be sassy all day because I've literally just been passed out for a whole session.
And shitting yourself.
Yeah. Shitting and puking myself.
Yeah.
Sesh. 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 I want to sesh.
Sesh.
Says. I'm gonna go in the toilet queue.
Oh, it's just me then.
Yep.
Oh yay! I've trained. Bye.
in the tub.
Were you alone in a swimming pool?
No, it was Firil and Thann.
Don't swim in the toilet!
Get shit thrown at them.
Oh.
Rapping away. Wasting the day.
I'm not a rapper, I can't help.
I was a poet and did not know. I didn't try all the time.
God dash, I'm gonna see this through later.
Oh gosh.
I'm so
My
nervous.
nose is so itchy.
Could have been sculpted for that very reason.
He really loves drums, this neighbour of yours.
Yes, he does, the hater.
Yeah, I understand. This would drive me nuts if I had to listen to it on a daily or weekly basis.
Yeah. It's yeah, and it's there was a period he would play the same song on repeat really loudly.
Huh.
And occasionally he sings.
Oh.
He is not a singer.
Oh.
Poor dude.
Not a singer. Poor dog.
Poor dog, yeah.
Poor dog. That's a dog.
It's probably death. Must be.
I just want to go downstairs and say, hey, hi, I just wanted to let you know something about music. And they'll be like, yeah, I'm not turning it down. No, it's fine. I just wanted to let you know that you have a horrible taste in music. That's all. Hi. See you later.
And it's streamed online.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much legit.
You know you listen to that kind of music?
And with the occasional boom, 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 boom.
It's Euro trash. That's what it is.
Sounds like George of the Jungle to me, to be honest.
George of the Jungle. What have you done with your hair? It's very decent. I like
very
it.
cute.
It is utterly adorable.
It kind of makes me think of either the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah.
Or the Muses from Hercules.
Yeah.
That's true.
If I cut it, I won't be able to do this anymore, but...
So don't cut it.
But it needs to be cut. It's so damaged.
Oh, stop damaging it.
No.
I can't help, okay? Oh my god.
Let's continue.
Shots fired!
Oh, shields up! Shields up!
It was too good to let go.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Don't make us do this again.
Okay.
Okay, everyone at once. Go. There we go, now we have one camera. I hate you guys. Alright, cool.
Likewise.
Everyone roll initiative.
What if I say no?
Then you do nothing, you just sit there while everything's happening.
Yeah.
What's your move, Firil? Nothing!
12.
I have to do that at some point in a D&D game. Literally gonna be like, I was just sitting literally like, just gonna sit here like this. Pick and fight with everyone. Alright, first of all, did anyone get 20?
Yep.
Of course.
No, you did not.
I did. I got 20. Of
No, you did not.
course I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's back.
I said it. As long as it's not Constitution willpower, I'm fine.
She's a one-trick pony. Can the unicorn be your pony? It's Poonicorn.
Wow. Okay.
So, 19? 18. 17.
15.
Wait, me use fate points? Reunite says.
Why?
What?
I don't know.
Let's find out. 14. 13.
Yes! 14.
14. 14 for horny. Literally rolling, or writing horny here. 13. 12. 10.
No, I have 12.
Okay, Jesus. 11.
I'm
Wait,
picturing
that
one
was
of the
not
John
seven.
Mulaney nose at the instruction for all it.
And then Literature Gem says, yes! And then Literature Gem says, reunite! Please send them!
Spend them.
Spend them!
Well, I don't think you need to spend fate points right now, but yes, she has offered to spend fate points if necessary.
Yeah.
I think they're just sneaked with the Weeping Angel.
Yeah. She said, Ria says, I thought I just sent them on random things that ends up not helping.
Yeah. No, but you've offered to spend them, so we will give you an option to spend it at an appropriate point in time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Where it matters.
Get on.
Yes.
You can always sponsor people. Alright, so first up, this is the scene. Firil, you're going first, obviously. Picked you. Your manacles are all off. No one's noticed. 2 of the escorts have gone ahead to look at this funky statue which is currently dabbing in the middle of the road. Post. It's very good at staying still for some reason. There are 3 other guys on horseback with spears who are around you, right, left and forward. Everyone's got their attention on this statue. And the slave guy is currently sitting, he's standing up just around so far away from the cage. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna spin my manacles really fast and just like straight into that guy's.
He's facing the other way.
Back of the head, maybe then.
And I'm gonna hit like the nerve center back in the back of your
Roll
brain.
Perception.
If you hit damage that,
if
you damage that too much, you will get brain damage and maybe die.
She's gone to
Enough
school.
me. Boom!
You can also detach retina. As many hockey players will attest. Go on.
Perception.
Yes.
Oh damn. Okay.
Sing.
14.
14. Yeah. I'm gonna let you have this one because it's obvious. But he's standing around a meter away from the cage, and so are the keys to the gate. The cage itself.
Okay, then I'm obviously gonna yank the keys then.
Obviously.
If the door is closed.
Roll leisure one.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Her first, she's a true assassin. I mean, she tries to be like a, thief and everything, but her first thoughts always go to killing.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Really. Oh God, I'm literally rolling for the slave master's butt here. Does he feel anything through his butt? No, he's not. Your little elvish hands managed to get through the cage and unhook the keys. You probably even let out a bit of a take it back in, or maybe you're just so angry that you just want to murder everyone. But hope has returned, and with it, anger. What you've gone through right now needs some sort of revenge.
Of course.
You have the keys. What would you like to do now as a minor action?
Unlock the cage.
Alright, go for it. It's going to be a stealth.
It's gonna be lockpicking actually.
Well, it's a key, so you don't need to pick it
or
at
is
all.
it a wooden cage?
It's an iron cage.
Okay, so just stealth then.
What you want to do now is to try and open the cage without being noticed.
Yeah. 12, 18, 19, 20.
20, nice. It's going to be a penalty because it's a creaky, freaking rusty cage. Let's see. No, come on, guys, let me down! Come on! Ah, what do I pay you for? Ah! No. But no. Nobody notices you open the cage. It goes. Actually, you probably remember an old trick you got taught a long time ago. Yeah. That if you're lacking oil, sweat, blood, and anything else will work just as good. So Lord knows what you used, but you stopped that gate from creaking.
I have a lot of all of those.
Any bodily fluids will work.
I've been saving them for a week, so.
I probably have them in my bag.
Imodium's great, isn't it? Right, so that's your turn. Nicely done. Introducing. Please stop yanking cables. You failed trap check. Tonya. Guess what, guys? Tonya has a new character.
Surprise!
I doubt if you know if that it's definitely not human. So you're just standing there. The dead remains of a seabird on your shoulder. 2 slave drivers with their spears and their horses are coming close to you. The horses don't like the smell of you at all. Nope. In fact, one of them is keeping its distance. The other one, not noticing it, comes close and he gets off the horse. He starts walking towards you. What do you do?
Well, if they get, if more of them get close, I will quick the earth so they drop on their bum.
Isn't Quake a stunt?
I'm not sure.
Follow the asses.
Because I don't have shit stuff to see how I'll look. But that's what I want to do at least.
We actually designed some Quake rules. Some rules for a golem class. Still in development. Playtesting it right now. But we're going to make that available at some point on the website. And we're happy that it's good enough for public consumption.
No. Pounding the ground relentlessly, any enemies nearby are knocked off their feet. Enemies within 4 yards must.
So it's not got an SPM number?
Doesn't say.
In that case, it's just a major action. Well then. So one of them gets closer, but nothing else yet. You want to hold your action? Alright, cool. That sounds fine to me. Moving on to Horny McHornerton.
I needed to blow my nose.
Who is currently blowing a schnozzle.
We're boring. I didn't want to sneeze on camera.
Should I do some action music?
No, I think we're good. Are you imitating a chicken?
I was going with Final Fantasy VII, they fight further, but it ended up chicken. Yeah, sure. So, found the man. Guess what? Firil just opened the door, and I would not be surprised if she looked at you and went,
Right, so the situation. Everyone's looking at according to Lyre, weeping angel.
Yes.
Stop it, Roy. You're making me have nightmares, and I'm not even asleep. You have a guy on a horseback to your left, a guy on a horseback to your right. You have a guy on a horseback to your.
Do any of them have weapons?
They all have spears and swords.
Right. I'm gonna.
And the other slave driver is just behind you, if you're facing the exit.
I want to get a sword.
Okay. So you're going to pick the nearest horseman.
Yeah.
Right. And how are you going to approach it? What are you going to do when you get close?
Probably try and stealth.
Okay. With the intent of taking the sword from his belt.
Or
It's
just
going
yanking
to.
it
Yeah,
out.
it's going to say it's going to be a grapple. So first of all, roll stealth.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Should make some weird noises with all those. But don't get all, really. So I'm going to point to it's like put your hair up now.
13?
I'm going to put my hair up.
13.
13, as we say in Ireland.
13.
13.
Third. Turpentine?
Awesome. So as you approach, the guy doesn't notice. He's just bizarrely watching. The horse, however, sniffs the air, turns around, looks at you, and starts getting startled. But you're there. You're close. Roll for it's going to be a strength mate. You're not wrestling the horse. That'd be silly.
Oh, I think that's not going to be an issue, darling.
Ooh. He could wrangle the horse if.
Just do Arnold Schwarzenegger just concuss the horse in the head. He's in, it was in Conan the Barbarian with the horse. It's a camel. The camel's giving him trouble and he's drunk and he just punches the camel in the face.
21.
Oh, it's funny. What, 21? Yeah. The guy, as you get closer, notices his horse is distressed. He looks to his right, sees this rather hulking looking, annoyed half Kunari come bolting towards him, and in an attempt to try and bring his horse around, brings the sword closer to you. Your hands grapple with the sword and effortlessly yank it out. You can go in so far as to chin him with the butt of it as they bring it out. You're now armed.
Excellent.
That's your turn. Moving up to the next person. We have Valeth.
Oh, yay!
Your other V.
Yes, V for Valeth. I am going to jump out of the cage, and then I am going to cast a group heal.
You can't.
My manacles are off.
Those different manacles.
Oh, I have a second set of manacles on?
You're a mage. You're a living weapon.
Well, Well, I'm going to have to focus on getting away then, probably.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Firil is doing very poorly, so I'm going to help her out of the cage because I don't think she can fight.
Do you happen to have animal handling?
You're talking to the one mage who hates nature.
And nature hates her.
Yes, very much
You
so.
probably get reminded of this fact when you jump out onto the mud and it's like,
Good try,
though.
You could try. Maker's ass.
There's plenty you can do when no one's noticed you yet.
Well, I mean, if Thann can get that one guy out of the saddle, I could get on that horse potentially.
You just ride away like, I'm kind of useless, sorry!
No, but then I can get Firil on the horse with me, and then Thann can probably get another guard off the horse, because I'm useless in combat with my magic. So, yeah, I'll try to... Yeah, I'm super desperate. I'll be like, Thann! Horse! Help!
That's your turn.
Yes.
That's literally what you're doing.
Yes.
Nothing else.
No, I can't.
Hold your action?
Yeah, I guess I'll hold my action. If a horse becomes available, I will head towards it.
It's not Uber! There is a horse in your area.
You never know! That horse might be called Uber.
You never
We need to have a
sounds like a horse called Uber.
We need to have a horse called Uber.
We know what we'll name our next horse now.
It's just a... What are you doing? Calling Uber.
Fine. If I get a horse at some point, I will name it Uber.
Promise?
Yes.
You're never saying that.
Promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Alright,
Write it down.
I'm glad that we can keep this game serious.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll just hold my action, I guess. Or is Firil in need of physical help to get out of the cage?
She's got 2 health points. She's alright.
She's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll...
But if someone hits her or even sneezes at her wrong, she's going down.
Yeah. Well, I'll protect her as much as I can until I find a horse for
You're
us.
just going to envelop her with your body. Just...
Oh, it's my baby. She's my friend.
Oh, I like hugs.
She's my sister.
So, okay, let's say you hold an action to
Yes.
attack. Right. Right, cool. Bring it. Cool. Guess what? Hey, pretty decent big boy.
He's not here. I'm a bigger decent
Sorry.
boy.
Big boy.
Decent big boy.
Pretty well carved, big boy.
Big boy.
The other bandit came closer.
Yeah?
The other dude with the horse. However, he's staying on his horse. So you now have one guy who's about this close to your face, is going dink, dink, on your skin.
Yeah.
And the other guy's coming close saying, what are you doing? Just move it, pick it up, I don't know, just shift it, knock it over or something.
Yeah. As he's picking on my chin or whatever, I'm 2 meters tall.
Yes.
Yes. So he would be going like this maybe.
He's poking you in the pecs.
Okay. So I'm going to swiftly make my eyes glow bright and turn towards the horse and go boo. And then quake the earth.
That's that boo moment is like definitely a minor action at the most. I'm pretending that you have it as a free action because that's awesome. You know what? I will because that is awesome. That's just literally like boo. Roll intimidate.
Oh, you love this character already.
Oh well.
I have stats for a horse in here.
It's a double at least.
Yeah, it's a double.
Is Sonia compensating?
Well, it's not good. It's 15.
It's 15.
And a double.
It's not good, she says.
Well, I had 2
Yeah, no.
once.
No. When you okay, sorry. You as this guy gets closer, he's like, "What are you doing?" The horse is like, "I'm the only guy who knows what's going on. Why are humans in charge of the planet? You fools!" And then, of course, the statue comes alive, eyes burning brightly with this fell blue light. There's like both of them like microcosms of frosty storms. Its head turns with a granite crunching noise, looks directly into the horse's 2 eyes, and goes. The horse shits itself.
Oh,
It literally backs up. The The rider. Oh God's sake!
Himself.
The rider takes turn, poops the scoop. He does not. That is not an automatic reaction. When you fail a morale check, you don't always have to shit yourself.
You can beat yourself.
That is literally the name of my autobiography. When you fail a morale check, you don't have to shit yourself. But the rider does fall off the horse, as the horse is like, "Want to be anywhere but here." The horse, by the way, runs off. Now, here's where it gets interesting.
Oh, that's a free horse! You just got a new bag.
It is an available horse.
An available horse is leaving your area. Wow. Okay, so I did an average roll, just like basic roll, to see whether the guy got caught in the stirrups. The guy got caught in the stirrups, and this horse is like, no! The guy who was riding him has his foot caught in the stirrups, so he's currently going thunk, thunk, thunk,
Oh no!
riding off. Did I mention the rocks are sharp? Yeah, he's not gonna be walking away from that one.
Oh, sorry, that Uber is occupied.
When you hate people who like phone for the Uber but never use it, you know. This Uber's got blood on it. You like to use your Quake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know what to roll.
It is. You don't roll anything actually. You just do that. This guy rolls a Constitution check to see. Also, Dexterity check to see if he stays up. Hell no. The guy who's not on his horse, who's next to you with the spear, when you boo to the horse, the statue then turns around and with a hefty fist pounds the earth. The quake, the ground shakes. So you guys feel it on your end. You're like, what the hell is that? The guy next to you falls on his ass.
I stomp on him.
That's what you want to...
That's my minor action.
action.
I will stomp on him.
I don't know if you can attack as a minor action, I'm afraid.
I sit on him then.
You could fall... You know what? You could fall on him.
Yeah, I fall
Alright,
500 kilos on him.
You're an abnormally large pigeon.
How much do you weigh again?
500 kilos.
As I said.
Flat ton.
Oh god.
You're useless when it comes to stealth.
Splatter Templar!
And I can't swim.
No. But you don't need to breathe, so it's
No,
fine.
you can just walk.
I'm gonna count it as falling 50 feet. Because that'll be the amount of damage that you take.
Actually, it's a Whacker Templar.
So, in the most unelegant of moves, after the guy has fallen over on his ass, he opens his eyes like, what the hell happened? Nothing makes sense. He opens his eyes to see the statue just going thunk, thunk. And with the grace only a 500 kilogram paperweight could do. You make the most unelegant of dives and crunch everything from his lower torso. You break both legs, his hip, and you compact his stomach so it explodes internally. He is so dead! And you are literally covered in his insides from head to arse.
Sexy.
I just want to give you those details because my dice have disobeyed me, and yeah, this is a game that's fun and interactive.
That is literally the picture that you get if you look up impending doom.
Pretty much.
Can someone remind me that we're not a family show?
We're not a family show.
Awesome. This is literally the most devastating fellatio he's ever given.
Yep.
Okay. It's literally and yeah, no crotch. Okay.
We went there. Dude, I was saying Tonya is OP.
Did I mention that they're actually playing against level 3 characters here? I just wanted to give them the feeling of like, hey, we're still going.
Liar.
Right, the level 7 characters. Shut up! Alright, anyways, that was your reaction. Meanwhile, on the other end of the field, the two brigands haven't actually noticed this because the guy tried to scream, but he gargled. What they do notice is the fella falling away on the horse, and they think it's hilarious. However, the guy close to you fighting with the fellow on the horse notices what's going on, and starts riding towards you with his spear. He's mounted as well, so he gets bonuses. So, first of all, this is gonna be fun. So, what's your defense?
What is defense with armor?
It's basically 10 plus your dex.
Oh, okay, then it's 13.
God damn. Yeah. Fine, alright, cool. That actually hits. And you get hit for. This is the most inappropriate combat music.
Yeah.
I think it fits.
I always wanted to play a barbarian who gets hyper enthusiastic instead of angry. So, yeah.
It's a squeebarian.
Squeeze. Aww.
I would like to squeeze, please.
I would like to fangirl, please.
Oh, that would be a terrifying barbarian
club.
I imagine that those were the noises that the guy like crushed by Tonya's character made after being crushed.
That's basically the sound of a balloon inflating. Deflating.
It's the most pitiful sounds he made. Okay, so you take 8 damage.
Okay.
This guy rides at you with his horse, full helmet, and stabs you with this riding spear in your like upper shoulder area. Your upper soske. And what free reference? You love me. You take it. All of the rage that's been built up over every day of the last week makes you completely ignore that pain. It's nothing. It's a fly swat. This man is nothing to you. Which is great because the other guard hasn't noticed, and we're back to Firil. Firil, you've seen most of these developments. If you want, you can roll a perception, see what the hell's going on behind you. Oh, the slave guy. Slave driver. Oh, he has to make a move. He is also not aware of what's going on behind him.
Behind me is
Literally
the
roll
statue.
3 ones. What? Yes.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna probably try to do my with the manacles thing to in the face of the guy who just hurt Thann.
Are you doing like a close melee attack here or throwing it?
Throwing.
Oh my god!
I'm spinning it.
Yeah. Like a bowler. Metal bowler.
Yeah, more like those kind of discos throwers, not discos, but. I'm just spinning
like a frisbee?
It. Not a frisbee.
It's a chain. It's two heavy components. Yeah. It's a bowler.
It is a bowler.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like bowling.
No.
Like both.
No,
that's what I.
That's a new idea for a character. It's a dwarven bowler who uses explosive balls.
Wow.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right. So.
I'm gonna
roll dex with throwing weapon pluses. That's a job.
Shit.
What's that shit?
Yeah.
You can do it. Do you want to use one of RI's bonuses?
No, it's fine.
What's that? No, it's okay. I don't mind failure.
12. Just 12.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You roll a 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, you don't want to use one of RI's
Where should I?
What?
Is it not like
because
a light blade?
Awesome.
It's not a light blade, no.
Right now you're set to miss.
Yeah. No, I'm not using one. No, that's not. It's not a matter of life or death.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You really sure?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right. She's stubborn. Harrow stubborn. Dragon Prince reference. Right. You still have a minor action, by the way. Going to move.
I'm probably gonna get out of the cart.
Yep. Hop down into the mud. You hop down, and Valeth's there. With literally probably trying to keep her skirts off the mud.
She at this point she doesn't care. Her skirts are so dirty now. She's filthy. She's just worried about getting Firil out of there alive.
Yes. Firil is still looking very much like she's not eaten for a week. It's the disease has ravaged her.
Yeah, it's true.
What you need is a sandwich. You know, that's what you need.
I need a bath.
I need a spa
day. You can't say ravage and sandwich like in... Of course you can.
I would ravage a sandwich right now.
See? That's fine.
So looking at the chat, no one's going to comment. Please don't comment. Alright. So that's your move. We're going to move to Stony McStonyface.
Okay. Oi. Hello.
You're next. After her.
Yeah, Tanya rolled really high, so.
And she hold that action.
I did my action.
That was your
that
hold
was your
action.
hold action.
Okay, so I got another turn.
Yeah.
Technically, you shouldn't have it either, but rule of cool.
Alright. Fine. Who's in front of me? I get up, of course.
Let's see. You get up. The guy who you've just crushed the lower torso of is still alive. He's making all these mewling sounds, looking down at himself, crying about some mother or something. And yeah,
I thought
you
he was dead.
No, he's dying very, very, very slowly, but he's
Okay, so I'm picturing myself all blooded.
covered in blood.
Yeah, and the blue shining eyes through the blood. And
That's not
looking
terrifying at all.
towards my next target.
Yes.
The
You've got a
closest
guy on a
one.
horseback to your right, and you've got the slave owner who's looking at you like this.
Who's the one closest to them?
You're on the other side of the car right
Yeah.
now. So they're kind of equally far away.
You probably haven't
have
seen
they
her
all
yet.
gotten off the cart?
Yeah, seems like.
Alright, I'm going to spook the horses.
Cool. Roll intimidate.
So the cart will move away.
And there we go.
Ravenously ravish a sandwich.
Oops.
There will be no crusts spared. No mercy for cheeses. No saving the
16.
no saving the chinka.
No
What?
saving
16.
the sauce.
16?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, these aren't riding horses, they're mules. So they literally are they're reevaluating all their life choices right now. Oh, fuck's sake. I've got stats for horses right here, they're stupid. So, yeah, okay, that's great. Oh, that's super duper.
There go the drums again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do. Can I do like so that all the equine creatures get scared?
Mm-hmm.
No, just the
You'd
two.
think he's timing it. The drums.
I've never heard someone so fascinated by Donkey Kong. Really haven't. Anyways, two mules in front of you do one, as we would say where I come from. They literally bolt. And one of two things happens. One, the horses, the mules, go as far away from you as possible. They almost rip themselves apart trying to move this hulking iron cage on a cart in like a very unnatural direction. Two, the slave owner falls back on his chair and whacks his head. The last thing you see of him as he's riding off over the crest is his hand just dangling over the side.
Well, yeah, you usually have like a little seat on the front of the car of carts
Oh,
where
he's
you
on the
sit.
car.
Yeah.
There's like a technical name for it, but I'm not that technical, so.
I know it, but I don't remember it.
But yeah, this cart is not made for off-road travel, so it's like ba-dung, dung, ba-dung, dung, dung, as it's riding off over the crest of the hill and disappears. You just hear it like crashing, smashing, and falling to pieces for the next few miles. That's your turn.
Alright.
You literally just went, oh, do you want to say, how'd you do it? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, well, I do. I get up, you know.
Yeah, covered in
Eyes
blood.
flaring and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do like this. Take one foot up and like stomp and roar
How does the roar sound?
like avalanche.
Sounds like an avalanche. You know, I was expecting to make a noise, but that's even better. I love
Right.
similes.
Like
You also need to stop
Waving.
waving your hand.
I
flailing
think it's fantastic. I think you should just keep doing it.
You suddenly see like,
Yeah.
Hey.
If I do that like that and you change positions,
we're not freaking waving angels.
Anyway, yes. So
Anyways,
he's
yes.
taken care of.
that poor guy, but he's alive.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know, you will do when you meet him next. If you're just walking on the street and you're like, ah! Oh shit. Anyway, how's camera?
We don't know.
You know in a minute.
There we go.
Anyway.
Horny.
I have a spear in my
like probably my shoulder or something.
No,
like
well,
upper.
yeah, you do, yeah, it's still there.
Can I just grab it with my free hand and just like yank him off his
You only
horse?
spear free?
Huh?
You only spear free?
No, I spear mint.
That was funnier in my head because of the echo.
Yeah.
So, do a check. God damn it. Even with the horse.
19?
19? Yeah, okay, so you essentially you pick him up. Would you mind doing a constitution willpower though? Because this is hurting a hell of a lot.
A constitution and a willpower?
It's not it's willpower self-discipline, that's it.
Yes. But you said that the pain of this didn't really matter.
Yeah, but now she's the
Yeah,
spear
so
in
the
her.
actual stab.
She's
but now
asking too much.
he is like flinging someone
Of a horse.
off a horse.
Yeah.
This is
Still
a
attached to his
major-
body.
okay.
This is a mage. This is
So
Yeah.
this makes
fair.
Chuck Norris look like a wuss.
it's still a 15 though.
That's still enough. He rolled a 6. So, yeah. So you take the spear impaled into your upper arm here with both hands and
No,
bending.
just one hand.
I'll take the piss, Ingrid.
He's holding a sword in the other.
Fine. You can probably just put it underneath like that. It's like 2-1. It's like the Old Spice guy who's by the way
Rick,
Terry
he's
Crews.
got 6 in strength.
Regardless.
And might as focus.
Fine, I'll let you have that one. If you must roll off, I failed, so whatever.
I'll give you this. He doesn't do it with his offhand.
Alright, I'll live with that. I'll take that. So, with his one hand, you basically pick up the guy who just speared you in the shoulder and dealt 8 damage, lift him off the horse because he refuses to let go of the spear. Not like literally like that, rather he's kind of hanging on to it like this, and throw him onto the ground.
And just fling him. I'll probably just like.
Baka! No, you,
Yeah.
he lands on the ground, taking.
That's your free horse.
Gotcha
Your
horse.
Uber is here.
That's your Uber.
He lands on the ground in a heap. The spear tangled in with him. It's yanked off you. That was your major action. Your minor. You've still got a guy next to you with the other spear. You just stole the sword off.
I just turn around to him and it's like, if you want to live, you get off that fucking horse and you run.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Intimidate?
Please.
It's just like racing.
It's a dirty song.
I know.
Intimidation is strength, right? So that's
Intimidation.
16.
16. Yeah, he's not paid enough for this. He rides.
No, I told him to get off the horse and
Get
run.
off the horse.
I'm
You hold on to
holding
the
the
reins.
horse.
I think.
Or the saddle, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you do a.
I got a 16.
You got a 16 last time. Roll again for. I was an intimidator, but you might not do what you want. His shortcut to getting away from the situation is to ride the horse.
Yeah, but I'm holding
I know,
his
so that's what
saddle.
we're gonna roll for now.
Might?
Also, Ryra says, if there is need for me to use points, tell me really clearly as I can feel my head drifting from being tired.
Aww.
18.
Ah, god damn it. He whips the horse's reins and gets about 1 meter.
It's just like,
Yeah, the horse stops, he doesn't. And he hits the ground on his head. So now you've got.
Baby.
We move on to Valeth.
Yeah.
Valeth. So Thann has just demolished 2 of these escorts. You've got behind you. There's a lot of commotion. The cart's disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm feeling. But here's the thing. There is now a statue who's like this.
No.
Alright, fine.
This.
Like that. Sorry.
Okay.
Booyah!
Okay.
And it's got this like very scary face, like
And it's full of blood.
yeah, it's
and-
covered in someone's testicles.
Yeah. Intestines, I probably think you meant.
But yeah, sure.
But yeah. No, I'll just look at it and be like, what even is that? And then I'll just try to jump on the available horse.
Sure.
Yes.
Go roll for next.
Ooh. That's double.
Ooh.
12, 16, dexterity 17.
17.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The horse which the guy fell off of.
Yes.
Who is currently like in a heap, wondering why he got up this morning. Is just walking around. You know, like some horses basically do that thing when you fall off. They kind of hang around. They don't get close, but they're just like, it's almost as if they're just watching you in pain, because horses are assholes.
They're just thinking, get over it.
Yeah, get over it. I literally have a thing in my mouth all day. So you get onto the horse?
Yes,
No
I
problem
just
at all.
more gracefully and elegantly than she thought was possible. She jumps on top of the horse and then she kind of goes, Firil, come on!
Cool, take a turn.
Yeah, any further action I'm just going to hold for now.
One of the brigands, the one that you yanked off the spear, he gets up and draws his sword, readies it, and charges you. He also gets double 6.
Wow.
Let's see. So, mental arithmetic is really useful for a GM, or making up the numbers. I'm kidding. Jesus. Tough crowd. That's going to do 3. Carry the 2. That's going to be a lethal blow, and that's not helpful at all. Thank you very much for providing me with nothing. It's good. You take 15 damage from a sword thrust.
Okay.
He basically he must have some sort of relationship with the person you just intimidated, because there's something here motivating him, and he actually charges in with the sword low and manages to skewer you in the thigh. That's the only brigand that actually has any moves left. The other guy is what? That does not look fun at all. Actually, that looks terrible. That's like a lot of fun. The other guy ain't great. They are not.
I did the same thing.
I would have eaten that pride.
I'm far too sober for this.
Well, you know.
Not available to right now. But
you want it?
Yes,
I can go and blame it. Oh god.
You want
Put a ring on it.
He did. And if you're curious about what had just happened, there is a vagina shaped, well, not a labia shaped, I guess, potato chip in the bowl.
That's very distinctly detailed.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I can eat it.
Munch it.
I can.
Munch it.
I can't eat it.
Yeah. I'll eat it. I'm not afraid of pussy.
Guys.
You said it.
What? She went that.
Oh my god.
Anita
I got two, so you know.
And Anita does like the odd labia lays. Laser crisps in Norway. That was funny.
It just, someone had to go there and just get it out of the world.
Whoever wants to eat it, you're welcome. Tonya is taking it. And
see, there you go.
There you go.
She mushed it.
Jesus.
So we've had bloody fellatio and
crunch. She couldn't link it.
Wow.
No, even better. If we're doing alliteration, it's basically falling fellatio and crunching and linking.
Can we get back to the game, please?
Please.
Yes, please. The other guard who was on the floor, he's currently scrabbling back from you. The slave guard, by the way, I'm just going to offer this, is still unconscious, and he's about a mile away now. So moving back to Firil. Firil!
How is the bald guy doing?
Bald guy? The
Fat
bald
one.
guy who's on the cart?
The one that I hate.
Yeah, the
He's
cart.
gone.
The cart rode away.
Okay, yeah.
The statue scared the horses, and the horses rode the cart away.
Alright. I was just a little bit confused about where things were, but now
That's what I'm here for.
So there's only one guy.
Hostile.
Yeah, and you have Valeth.
Than's spy.
Yeah, and you have Valeth who basically reached out a hand and said, Firil, come on!
Well,
On the horse.
I'm not leaving Thann, so I'm probably gonna run up back sneaking on the backside of this dude. Because I can still shadow if I need to.
Yes, you can.
And I'm gonna kick the backside of his knees so he'll basically lose his balance and fall down.
Cool. So you're gonna try and make him fall down.
Yeah.
Alright, that's awesome actually. Dexterity includes acrobatics, right?
Isn't brawling?
Yep.
Yeah. Brawling is strength though, isn't
No, it's dexterity.
it? Really?
Yeah.
Not for you, it isn't. Right, cool. Your fists of doom are strength.
But
My
does
God.
this count as a backstab?
Can do if you pass your stealth check. Because it's still a melee weapon.
Double?
Mm-hmm.
19, 21.
You're just doing a stealth check. Double and count for this. It's only when you're actually making the attack following on from this.
Yeah.
So, this guy has a total of 13 for his observation. What did you get?
21!
Yeah, he didn't see shit.
No.
Okay.
So just so I'm not taking one knee, I'm actually taking both.
I will allow you to do another the Dragon Prince reference. You can the sweepy thing.
This is what I'm doing. I'm kind of like throwing myself down on my hand.
Yep.
And while I do that, I'm gonna kick with both my legs to the back sides of his knees so he falls down, and then I'm gonna retract and get back on my feet again.
It's a Rey Mysterio move.
It's basically breakdancing, but okay.
Totally is. You're gonna like Zumba his ass.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Roll for attack.
Brawling.
Brawling.
Plus 2 for backstab.
Yes.
Yes. Do I add my dexterity or is it strength?
It's
Yes.
dexterity.
It's dexterity.
Okay, cool. So
And then you already strength the damage. See. But there's less
18.
about the damage and more causing an effect.
it's 18 on attack.
Yeah, you get him.
Cool.
Good.
So you're. I'm gonna say that you don't cause any damage for this because now you've your move was stuck in prone, not to hurt.
Okay.
Besides, you're doing it with your feet, so it's not really much damage anyway. However, what's interesting about this is from having an advantage against Thann, because this guy's wearing armor, he's having a sword, he's already injured. Thann's already injured, and his turn is soon. You've knocked him on his ass, and Horny's gonna go first.
Wait!
Sorry. Everyone's angry with me because I'm so super funny and
I
cute.
have a name, okay?
He does.
Horny Thann.
And it's shorter than your nickname even.
She could have really gone to a dark place there, but she didn't. Wow, she did. Okay, so Stony, don't you know me?
Yeah.
These people are scared of you. They seem to be wanting to get away.
I assumed it would end this way.
They did this
Where I see this person fall off,
Hmm.
fall down. Can I walk over and fall on him?
It's a bit of a walk. I think it would have to be a move and a charge.
Okay.
But that would be like physical attack. It'd be less falling or stomping, which is even better. But sure, go ahead.
Do I
No
roll
one that
anything?
attacks
Yes,
me?
of course you do.
I roll
Oh
what?
my
I just what?
Just roll the basic attack with your fists of doom.
Stone fist.
Yeah, I think with regards to the arcane fist rule, I think account for your feet as well, just because.
I have a question. Like,
Yes.
how fast can this 500 kilo statue move?
Because of its muscle mass, or its.
No, because it's a
actual muscle?
500 kilo statue. It
Yeah.
sounds like he's swift as a feather.
No.
He's made of stone.
No, he isn't. But he's about as fast as a dwarf.
Okay.
It's not Power Rangers. It's not like when everything gets bigger, it suddenly slows down. It's like the muscle mass actually does help a bit.
Oh yeah. I'm just thinking because he's made of stone and heavy.
Hey, don't be like that.
Can I use
Okay,
might
it's not
for
cool.
this?
What?
Can I use might for this? Might.
For the attack.
You might use might.
Ooh.
If I recall correctly, it is dex to hit with your fists. But I might have said otherwise earlier. Sorry, but it's strength for the damage.
No, you didn't say differently. I think.
I can't remember. I've been drinking. Don't drink in GM.
Okay, so then it's dexterity.
See,
Right.
what'd you get?
Do I have focus in bowling?
Yes, you have focus on.
Okay then. So
Does anyone love me?
No.
Yes, we love you. I love you.
I'll take those odds.
11.
It's never hard to
11.
11.
11?
Yeah.
You two are cheap.
Because I got very bad
Oh, my eyes.
dexterity.
Not easy though.
That 11 against his defense, that's a tricky one. However, he is on the ground and he is outnumbered, which means you'll get pluses. So, despite your slow hands, despite the fact that you're raising, literally this statue comes stomping over and you're like, what the hell? He stands over the guy that's just been knocked over by your sweep, raises a leg, and the guy on the ground's like, no! Let's find out what does happen. Roll damage.
Okay, so that's plus the...
Yeah, you remember you have arcane fire as well.
I did get a double on the attack. I did.
That's a triple.
No, it's not. No, it's a double.
Golems have special stunts.
So I will add arcane fist to this.
Of course you do,
so
or
I
arcane
get,
feet.
Yeah, so I get 3d6 plus damage.
Arcane torso.
Hold one of them separately because it ignores
violent
armor.
Okay. So this is the arcane one.
Oh, good.
So very good.
Nice though.
So, on
Is
his character.
that might then?
What?
For the damage. Might for the damage?
Yes. Oh wait, you don't have focus. You add strength.
Yeah.
You don't add focuses to damage unless it's otherwise.
Okay. Fine.
Warriors can use.
So 9
yeah.
on the stump
Yes.
and 4 on the arcane.
Cool. So that's basically 9 normal damage and 4 that goes straight through the armor.
So basically, now we also have fatal footsies. Fatal footsie? Yes.
Don't nod. Don't encourage her.
Fatal footsie.
I will encourage anyone that, does wordplay.
Wordplay's the best. Yeah, no. Your stomp comes down hard and squishes the guy's head.
No.
You remember you got some extra stun points as well?
Yeah, I got 3 and the arcane fist was 1 stun points. I got 2 more.
Golems are literally now the only class, because no one ever did it, which has very good readily accessible penetration hits.
I have 2 more.
With his feet. Penetrates with the feet, phrasing. Please don't drink my cider, cat. Thank you. You are a lousy drunk. So you squish the guy's head right in front of everyone. And there is this really awkward silence.
So can I do my terrible blow as well because I got 2 more?
Yeah, let's make a crater.
Wow.
So plus 6.
It's almost comical. I think almost comical. This statue that's 2 meters tall. I think it's taller than Thann.
He's 6'2".
Great. We have imperial. We have metric. That's great. Meters.
I have no idea what feet are.
None.
I think 3 feet is 1
I do find it interesting.
meter.
You just
So
said I don't know what feet are when you just saw it.
Irony.
1 meter is 3 feet, so you are above 2 meters.
Yeah, so we're approximately the same height, I think.
Yeah. But this living statue with burning blue eyes comes past you, and you're almost ready to defend yourself. It just ignores you completely. Comes up to the guy on the floor, raises his huge leg in the air, and much to the guy's displeasure, squish! His head case explodes under the feet, and his whole body is like, rigor mortis twitching a lot, and then just stops twitching, and then it raises the foot again with all of the brain matter and all of that kind of like the gooey stuff that you find in the sinus regions, which only is there when you crush someone's head as you research, and it just kind of peels away like Play-Doh. This is really kind of horrific, awkward silence where everyone's just watching this happen, and the statue seems to be happy now, and the other guy who was on the floor trying to get away throws up.
Thann has just been watching this in rather quiet fascination. no, he's just standing there, like with the sword in his hand, his offhand, and kind of like bleeding from his thigh. And then he looks over at
this thing is like, you are a magnificently useful creature.
He looks at you and do thumbs up.
A little arcane fire on the thumb.
Valeth is just gonna look from the statue, Thann, to Firil, and like, can we should leave now.
Is it just he was thinking that, like,
Can
Valeth
I
was
keep it?
obviously thinking. Valeth ship it. Do you ship it?
What, the statue and Thann?
2 meters or taller.
I'm slightly
Literature
taller.
says that 6.2 is 188 centimeters.
So
Yeah.
slightly.
Thank you.
Yes.
Slightly taller.
Yes. So yes. That's what I say, like, we should leave.
Well,
The combat's ended, by the way.
Yeah.
The guy literally passes out.
Yeah, figured.
So you're now.
I take his sword.
Yeah. You should.
And I take the sheets that I can find.
Is there anything I can take as well?
Do you want to search the bodies?
Yeah, I need weapons and protection.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Okay.
You're
The
in luck.
statue starts to speak, and it sounds like when it speaks, his voice is kind of like an echo, like it's in a cave or something, whatever.
Oh, nice.
When it speaks, I cannot reproduce that, so you'll just have to imagine. I know a safe place. You should definitely come with me, and Dar wants you to follow.
A door.
Door.
Okay. Yes. Lead the way. Anywhere's better than here.
Yes.
I just need to pick up some stuff so I am a bit prepared if we're gonna head into some trouble.
Rick.
Yep.
Can I attempt a healing on Firil?
Do you have a healing kit?
No, I just have healing.
No, that won't help.
What?
I will do stone aura, cause that heals.
Ooh.
That does.
So it basically in combat when I use it, it heals 1d6 health at the start of each turn. So
But it would have to be in combat, or can you use it outside of combat?
You this is one of those like teething problems with the rules. I'm gonna say that you can get 3 turns out of it.
so 3d6 to all of you guys.
Yeah.
Do what I said. If you want to keep it, you'll have to carry it. I'm now picturing my tall guy as this classical statue.
Okay, so Firil,
Yeah.
I've got some good news.
But are you gonna throw the
Do I throw dice or they?
They should start their turn.
I
So
just
just
three.
roll 3. Yeah, that's the health you get back.
I got 13 back.
You got 3 6s, didn't you?
Very close. 2
Yeah.
6s and a 5.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
I simply like stomp a couple of times in the ground and do like or
Yeah.
something.
There is
Or
a
say something.
the statue becomes more rooted to the ground, and the blue in its eyes reaches down into its body. You can actually see it trailing like as if flame is cascading along a lot of different veins in its body, and then there is a pulse, like a heartbeat, which waves out in barely visible waves of heat. You feel suddenly better. Your sore throat goes away. Your wounds start to be cleansed and heal, and you generally feel better than you have done since you can remember.
I'm gonna do a search. Can I do that to find stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes.
looking for weapons that are familiar to me and something that I can use as armor, not too heavy. And if I can find something that I find familiar, like if they're carrying some other stuff.
The 3
That's
guards,
basically what I'm
one of them who is still awake, well, he's unconscious. They're wearing leather armor.
Oh yeah.
Studded leather armor. Well, you're in luck actually, because while one of them seems to be missing everything from his lower torso, and that leather armor is caked in gore, the guy's face is like. It's kind of off-putting when you're trying to loot someone who's like that, because you feel like you should be wearing gloves or something.
No, I'm fine.
And
I've
then the other
cut
is
of a
opposite.
bear's ass before, so this is fine.
We could just like.
That's a fair point. She has come out of a demon bear's ass.
Yeah.
Some things I've never forgotten. Moving on. You also find 1, 2, 3 long swords, 3 spears. You have access now to 2 Ubers, horses. Actually, there's a third horse that's nearby. Anyone with animal handling could probably bring it back in, but it's literally just doing that thing the horses do, where it's like, I want to watch these idiots, but I don't want to be caught by these idiots. So I'm going to hang around here, because I'm faster. The horses themselves actually have approximately, if I can just do this. Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. 12 silver.
12 silver.
Yeah, there's lots of little bags of coins and things.
I'm just gonna go through the bags when we're at a safer space. Cause I don't
They have bedrolls, the general kind of backpack with useful tools, including rope.
Cool.
Yay, rope. So I get a sword then, I guess. What did you say?
Heavy blades?
Long sword?
The long swords, so they are heavy blades.
Oh, shit.
One of them has a dagger.
Oh, thank you. Thank
but
God.
One of them has a
Yeah,
dagger.
that's fine. I'm taking that one. That's mine.
I'm taking 2 heavy blades.
I don't want anything. I just want to leave.
Aww.
I'm still traumatized. I am guessing. I have a lot of shit to deal with mentally.
Just love the way you say it with an accent. I am still traumatized. I'm gonna need.
I'm so traumatized, you guys.
I'm gonna need so many matcha lattes to get over this. Okay, it's unreal. Seriously. Eat your finger. Do it. Eat it. Yeah. I love it for the second knuckle, not the first. Shows experience. I love
how
bubbles.
we have like corner catters watching you in the stream.
She takes up so little space. You should see her when she's wet. It's like she becomes 2D. It's great.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Anyway.
Yeah, you also find around 3 weeks worth of rations.
Okay.
Proper food. What would you like to do now?
Get away from here!
Okay.
I help
Yeah,
them
you gonna
up
fill the
on the
statue?
horses.
I'm on horse already.
Cool. And you,
I'm gonna help Firil up on the horse.
you guys, probably, using the best out of the horses. Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, you get the third horse.
Well, Thann can always walk because the statue isn't going to be running.
No.
So.
Well, I could run like an even pace forever.
Sure, it doesn't.
Okay,
get
fair
tired.
enough. We get the third horse.
All right, so you follow the stone thing towards. You have literally no bearings. North, south, east, west. You have no idea where you are.
Yep.
But you're getting off the road.
Yes.
You're going in the opposite direction to the cart. And as you go over the, because this road has 2 crests going around the side of it, which feels like the road was dug into the ground a long time ago, and the soil around it, or the blasted kind of ash wasty stuff, just doesn't seem to want to come back on it. So when you go onto this surface, which is essentially, it's grey earth, it's dry. It is so dry on this particular area. The only muddy bits were on the road. It's like all of the moisture goes through it to the bottom, and you're standing on what is more akin to sand than anything else. It's so dry. There is some weeds, and there are signs of some form of life, but this place is blasted. And the travel you go through takes at least a day. So there is an opportunity to camp out.
Probably going to have to do that. I mean, none of us are in shape to travel far without resting.
Within those horses' bedrolls, within those horses' packs, you find some bedrolls. One of them had a tent.
Yeah.
Not all of them, for some strange reason. He was obviously the one who didn't like the wind. Speaking of which, the wind is picking up over this area. It's bitterly cold.
Yeah. So tent.
Yeah. You all should rest. I will keep watch.
You don't get tired, do you?
Never. I don't sleep. I'm not a living thing, so you don't have to worry about any needs
What are you then? Are you a spirit or something?
I am a spirit-possessed golem, yes. A statue.
Can I roll an empathy check just to see if I believe him?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Something?
Firil has to roll empathy to be empathetic.
I don't think you can read empathy of a statue though, but
Can I?
like the sound of his voice, does it sound genuine?
Target number is going to be high.
Yeah, that's fine.
But let's see if Firil can empathize.
Probably
with
not.
a rock.
Can I sense Lyrium in this?
She can.
Oh yes.
21.
Yeah, this creature is nothing but honest.
Okay.
You don't think it knows how to lie.
Aww.
Because it has like the honesty of a child.
Yeah.
It has all those tells and stuff. I mean, you've probably played a card game with some street kids at some point. One, they don't know how to lie properly, and it kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. They wouldn't even think to lie.
Oh, you can have so much fun with this character.
Oh.
But Valeth will ask, do you have a name?
Yes, I do. It's drum.
Drum?
Like an instrument?
No. D-R-O-M.
Drum. Okay. Drum.
It's drum.
Well,
Drum.
thank you for helping us earlier. You mentioned something about a Dar.
Yes, he has recruited me to the Inquisition, and I'm here to assist you.
How long have you been in the Inquisition?
Not long.
Okay, so you're a new recruit.
Kinda.
How long?
Well, if you take account my actual age, quite new. Yes.
But that would be while Adar has been away.
In days, weeks, months? How long have you been part of the Inquisition?
Literally around 7 hours.
Well, not a day.
Oh,
It's
is Adar here?
no. He will meet us later.
No, but is he here in
On
this
the
place?
island?
Yes.
So we're
Huh.
on an island.
Yes, we're on an island. I figured as much earlier. They call it Vandal's End or something like that. I think it's in Ferelden or close to Ferelden and the Storm Coast.
Never heard of it, I guess.
Well, no, me neither, technically.
Good
But
enough.
I have cultural lore though.
So,
so where are we going? Where are you leading us?
I'm leading you towards arranged meeting point in a cabin in the forest.
Okay. I assume Adar knows.
Yes, he
Thing.
was the one who told me to free you and take you to this cabin.
Okay.
I know this is a weird thing, but I trust you.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
I mean, I'm a horrible person when it comes to trust. I make very bad judgment calls on that one.
Well, if there's anyone to mistrust, well, then you should maybe mistrust Adar because I'm just following his orders.
That's true.
That's cold, man. It's cold.
It's cold logic.
Cold logic. Coldest.
I'm marble.
Mm.
Oh.
I am cold.
Try the other bowl.
No, it's full.
Is there any chocolate left?
Maybe.
Oh,
It's full.
No
What?
repetition of last.
Right. Question. Do you think you could get these manacled things off?
I can try, but I'm afraid I might hurt you in the process.
It's fine.
Are they magical?
They keep me from doing my magic. Yes.
Is there a physical lock on them?
Not visible.
Can I search them?
Sure. Do a roll perception.
I let her inspect the manacles.
Please inspect my hands.
So that is gonna be high.
Mm-hmm.
21. Double as well.
These there is actually a keyhole.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna find something and I'm gonna try to pick it.
You'll find something in the middle of a blasted waste. You don't find anything which you could use as a lockpick.
Okay, do I have a belt?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna take off my belt and use the thing
pin.
in the belt.
Yeah, the pin. In
The
the
pin and try
You have to destroy the belt to do it.
Fine, I don't need
Okay, but your
belts.
pants may fall down.
Huh?
Your pants may fall down now.
That's fine.
Because they don't
I don't
like
have
red.
pants.
We could just rip some cloth off my robe and make you like a string belt
it's fine.
sash.
I'm gonna.
It's fine.
It's either way. We had rope at the horse, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm being trollish on purpose. Just funny.
It's
We could just, take one of the buckles of the horse's gear.
Let's do that then.
Either way, you find a buckle or a pin or something.
And I'm doing the lockpicking.
Alright, you're gonna roll really high.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
It actually is. It's 10 plus 12, so 22.
She
With
rolled
a double 6.
Do you know what the target number was?
No.
21.
Oh.
Her dragon die is 6.
I love you.
There's two things that are OP in this world. And I'm looking at them.
Not when it comes to willpower, but
No. I need to tempt you more often. Can we
Yeah, you
tempt?
do.
Is that a seduction demon? Yeah. Ideas are forming. It seems like these manacles were designed by mundanes, normals, Templars possibly, to subdue wizards. Wizards, sorry, wrong game. Mages. You can surmise that because these objects weren't designed with magic. They were designed with magic, but they weren't designed for people with magic to clamp down and such. They were just traditional lock. It's pretty tough. It's a dwarven lock. So the tumblers, there are at least 33 cross-reference tumblers that have like 2 different things. It takes you all night to get these off. You know you can do it.
yeah, I've seen Dwarven Lock before.
Yeah, this is actually fun for you. And although it had probably seemed at first like this is hopeless, she insists to keep going all the way through the night. You're actually asleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now Valeth will just lie there with her arm in Firil's lap and be like, you know what? I trust you. Just do what you gotta do.
So Firil doesn't get any sleep that night.
No, and I'm getting Thann to help me, but I'm getting him to troll help me, so I'm letting him do things that it's not really necessary. Like, you need to hold this in this particular angle. I'm not doing it a lot, just a little. Just have a little bit of fun.
It's like when someone's giving birth and you say, please go out and boil some water for no reason.
Yeah.
I need that leg.
I need that guy's leg.
I'm just seeing how far I can push Thann before him realizing I'm trolling him.
Could you roll deception for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23.
23. Could you roll your empathy, but don't tell anyone the results. Just tell yourself. What did I just say? Jesus.
I'm not being mean. I'm just trying to have fun.
We need it after.
Really? Trying to have fun in an RPG? How dare.
Very dare.
Yeah, Thann just does what you say. No questions asked. He's just like.
After a while, if he doesn't catch up on it, I'm gonna be like, hey, I've been joking with your brother. It's called a joke, man. Lighten up.
Okay.
I don't feel bad.
And in between all this, you hear a little like.
Aww.
Thann just looks at Firil and he says, "You know, I would do anything for you." And he's completely sincere.
Good, could you hold this?
I'm doing that.
And he says,
it's basically just a pebble.
he holds a pebble for you.
This fully grown canary, this Cossack canary, Talbashoff, is standing there with a pebble in his hands.
He's not Talbashoff.
No.
No, sorry, Kossith.
After 10
Half
minutes, I'm gonna tell him, like, you should look after your wounds and get some sleep. And take care of yourself.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just around the corner. I'm just gonna get this. It's so many steps on this freaking lock. But it's fun. I haven't seen a lock
It's
like this in
water.
many years.
Oh, do you stay up all night as well?
Yeah, make sure that she eats and drinks.
Yeah. So you guys suffer from fatigue. That basically means that you're going to be getting like -2 to all your tests.
Literature is saying Firil is back and being a little shit. And Reunite says, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Literature says she's recovered.
Your journey the next day, and you could swear that this golem has literally just stood there all the way through the night, just motionless. And
Like that?
you literally
Oh no, he will stand like firmly with a big ass two-handed spear, and just like standing there like a gladiator or whatever.
This spear is like what? It's just a big rod of metal. It's gigantic. It's like a normal person couldn't wield it.
Don't mess with drum.
That's my medication alarm, actually.
Oh,
It's fine.
that was
Ignore
just,
it.
the timing was just amazing. Don't mess with drum. Ding ding. That's now your
It's weird.
theme
You
song.
say it's got mess written on it, but it's actually just got go to bed, little girl. It's pretty bad time. Cuddle up with your little nug. I wish I had a nug. Kitty, come here, kitty. Oh wow, Jesus! I've just seen the cat. Alright, fair enough. Stop it! Stop! Oh my god. So next morning, Valeth wakes up. You guys have probably fallen asleep by this point, even though it's just like because she wakes up with a strange, beautiful feeling. Your mana well has regenerated by half. And although you've got these scars that go up your hands, pinpricks all the way around, from where these vicious manacles have penetrated your skin and been there for over a week. Do you roll a constitution?
8, 9,
It's going to be stamina.
11, 12. That doesn't matter. 12.
12, cool. You don't seem to have been infected, or you don't have an infection.
Okay, that's good.
So you don't lose your hands today. That's very good. Imagine lose your hands.
Is
Probably
this like
she probably wakes up on Thann's arm with Firil next to her.
Yeah, I was like
probably.
saying, is this a recreation of that Ness and Firil moment in the hallway? Just now it's Firil and Thann instead.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But the only difference is that the canary's holding a pebble for some fucking reason.
Like,
He's
still
gonna
holding
keep
it in
that
his hand.
pebble.
Oh yeah, it's cute.
And the pebble's got some like ash drawn into a little face on it. So it's got like a smiley face on it for some strange reason.
Yeah.
And whoever did it, no one's saying anything. It's puppeteering as a GM, but it's for good reason. It's fine.
Okay, so she probably wakes up first, seeing as they've been sitting up all through the night.
Had a good
Yeah,
night's
I'm
sleep.
sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
snoring. Like
She can see them just lying there spooning each other.
Spooning you.
Okay,
I'm imagining she's
Yeah.
probably in the middle because
Oh yeah, I might be actually.
protecting you.
Okay, so I wake up, I sit up between these two, and I'm like,
Valeth sandwich.
oh. And I cast Mass Rejuvenation
Oh.
on all of us. So I channel healing energy to all of them, and everyone regains 1d6 immediately and another 1d6 health at the start of their respective turns each round for a number of rounds equal to your magic ability. So 6 rounds plus that 1, so that's 7d6 health.
should we just throw them ourselves?
Do I have to roll to hit the target number? I probably do, but yeah. So you have to wait until I have rolled. So hopefully this works.
Probably does.
10,
It'd be really embarrassing after all this hype if she didn't manage it.
16, 17,
Or we just use a reunite point.
18, 19. Yeah, I hit it. 19.
Mass Rejuvenation is tough to pull off.
Oh shit, that was a lot of ones.
Your sickness is obviously going in the wine. Honestly.
So it cost me 20 mana points. That's fine.
The mage is back, kids. Kasumi, Ned, Khajiit, teach her the ways.
So they'll have very little sleep, but they will wake up feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
And then before they wake up, she's just gonna lie down again and like get a little more nap time.
Lyre is saying, is Thann and Firil a ship now? Luther Gem says,
Thann is ace.
He is. So
Yeah, well,
but it's kind of not romantic.
Platonic.
a drum is going
At
to
least not
like
now.
turn, just watching you fall lay down again, and he will take off his cape and drape it all over you three, and then turn back to his watch.
By the way, just as a side note, when you're sleeping, you have a weird dream about being big and stomping around Ostwick. And there's this moment where you're looking at Gaffy and you're drawing your sword and hefting up a shield and running around a lot. There's a lot of these people you're fighting. There's even a bit where you're climbing up some pub somewhere and clambering onto the table. But as you're like having this dream, you're feeling very warm inside. So when you wake up, you feel like you're actually reaching around for Keth just at the end of it. But then you have this awkward moment because you kind of grab one of these two instead.
Well, 50-50 anyway.
If you grab Firil, she's gonna be so tired that she's gonna grab back and just be like,
probably.
The amount of times Firil's woken up after grabbing it's a record. And then they wake up and Firil's like,
Am I hugging people? Oh wow.
my zone of terror is dissolved. So after that morning, you continue following
But can I just
Sure.
add a little?
Absolutely, go
just
ahead.
because it might be funny or it might be tragic. When you wake up, you notice that you have a cape over you, crimson red cape from obviously Drum. And as he hears you stir, and he turns to go fetch back his cloak, and you can see where his crotch would be. He's a naked statue,
Yeah.
but in his crotch it's no genitalia that's been hacked away.
Oh no.
He doesn't say anything, he just retrieves his cloak and drapes it over, and
And you thought, what, people? He was gonna have like Action Man underwear, just part of his thing.
Oh. Kendall.
yeah,
A little bit.
kinda. But you can't obviously see that. I mean, his entire form is very perfectly carved, except for that part, which is obviously been hacked.
Obvious distortion where it's been chiseled away. Yeah. Ouch.
He didn't feel it physically.
Baby.
And he, Are you guys rested enough to get going?
Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes. I think that is Firil for yes.
yeah,
Good.
that's just what I said.
Yeah.
We should probably get
Yeah.
started as soon as you had.
They will probably be following us soon, yes.
Yeah.
We'll just eat a cold breakfast and then move.
Actually, I have made a fire and there's a rabbit cooking, so you can eat.
Oh.
Again, can we kill?
I don't see why not.
I wasn't able to catch much though. It's hard for me to stealth.
Oh, sweetie. Which is kind of funny because he's 2 meters tall and she's 160. She just looked up at him and goes, "Oh, sweetie, that's fine." Aww.
I gotta feel this rabbit is this rabbit is either one of two things. It's either obviously been scared to death.
Which actually happens to rabbits.
Yeah, so it's actually caught in this perpetual like this. Its ears are rigor mortis straight, and its face is like it's very flat.
No!
No, it actually has a quite big hole through the chest area where the spear went in.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I still love the whole the idea that the huge rabbit was like
Yep. And then the hole came into it.
Yeah.
I'll just pretend I kill it normally.
Yeah.
Yep.
No one will know. You can smell the fear of it.
Yeah.
So you guys get fed. You count as having a good rest, good night's rest. Well, you two don't. You get healed from her magic, of course, but Valeth gets a full good night's rest. The next morning, you start to become a bit more familiar with your surroundings. The sun, when it comes up, has very little obstacles. There's no mountains in this area. So when it comes over the horizon, it's blood red. It's cuts through the white clouds. You can actually see the breach better from here. It's kind of comes close. You've never been this close to Firil since you remember, so, particularly since the whole Inquisitional crisis occurred. But you can make out tendrils of green light just radiating like a thunderstorm further south, and you instantly recognise that if that's coming from where the Temple of Sacred Ashes is, you had a map. That's southwest, which means you're going east. Gives you a bearing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Your journey. Oh, just. Sure. Does anyone have a bottle to open because she thinks it's hissy?
Just leave her. Yeah, just let her be there.
Oh, she was
Trying to scale the curse. Yeah. Your journey east leads you to trees. These trees, unfortunately, are lacking in greenery. They seem to be very dead. And the whole copse that you're walking into has three colours. Grey, where the soil that's dry is. Black for the trees, which are long since dead. And red, because of the small crystals that are growing out of the ground.
Right. Well, that gives me an iffy feeling.
Yes.
Luckily, as your journey continues, it doesn't get any worse. So I'd like you to roll a perception, please.
See?
Yes. Tracking, if you have that.
No.
10. No, that's just a 10 for me.
14.
15.
17.
Cool. Thann, you notice that there are tracks in this ground. But
I convey that knowledge to the others.
big, heavy tracks that are over statues, by the looks of it. And there are also other tracks. From the build, it looks like either a big human or a canary.
Could be a door.
And they're going in the direction you're going in. Thankfully, the dry earth, with the lack of rain, makes it very easy to track. It also makes you conscious of another thing. You're easy to track too.
There's not much we can do about it. Is there? We have a very heavy stone statue with us.
Okay. Were there trees around?
There were, yes.
Yeah.
They're all dead, leafless trees.
No, but they don't have to have leaves at all. Like if you convey this, I mean, I could think of this myself, or you could make me roll for it. But if there are branches, you could, if you gather enough of them and tie them with rope to the back of the horses and drag them after you, you can erase some of the tracks because the ground is so dry.
Only a dedicated tracker would know the difference.
Yeah. Fan wouldn't think of that, but...
No. I'm not a tracker,
but he does tell, give all the information.
We have almost done the same thing once before.
Yes, with the red bitch.
No, with Ness. It was not. It's from first session.
Yeah, but she was following us, I think.
No.
Oh no, yeah, no, I remember.
So it was when we found the apothecary and stuff. I think.
And then we do that
because we would know that trick.
Maybe not the horses, but you could evolve that idea. It's fairly logical.
We have her.
Cool. Roll crafting.
Which of us is more crafty?
What's crafting?
I don't know. I have engineering.
Engineering, that will do.
Yeah.
Okay, then he can do it.
Yeah.
Probably gonna roll shit though, but I'll try.
Yeah, he's gonna keep twigs. Like, carefully just
He's just doing this.
It's cunning though.
It's done. Sorry.
That's a tree trunk.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
14?
14? That's easy enough to make a simple contraption now. Cool. I'm just going to take a note of that for later.
Well, that we've erased our tracks. As much as we can, at least.
Wicked. Alright. So you guys continue along the path.
First time
along first timers today. Thank you very much for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
So you guys continue along the path, deeper into the forest. The light becomes a bit more hazy as it goes through the myriad of black branches. This coat used to be verdant, but you're getting an increased idea that the reason this coat's died is because of the red lyrium that's sticking out of the ground. It's not dangerous, it's just everywhere. And it's now growing into the trees as well. However, as you continue, it doesn't get worse, it gets better. The area you've gone through just seems to be accidental almost. It's just nothing to do with your trip. And then all of a sudden, you're in an opening. There are lots of blackened tree trunks hacked down and raised to one side. In the middle of this area, this opening, is a very neat looking cottage. The grey slate has been whittled into very simple shapes. It's a lot of small things with wooden shutters for the doors, the same blackened wood. Although that wood that they have doors seems healthier, it's got a browner tinge to it, almost as if it was taken down before the trees died. Over the top is a slate roof, and you can make out what seems to be an attempted fence with lots of grey stones which someone never finished. Inside the cottage area, however, is other type of earth, not this grey mulch that you're walking in, but a more an attempt at watering, like irrigation area. There is a well as well, but there's no movement coming from it. No movement coming from the entire area. The golem doesn't seem to be bothered by it; just seems to go towards it.
I'm not going to be bothered by it either.
Yeah, just following.
Perception.
Yeah, please.
I
What's
will
your marching
make-
order?
I will make note of the fact that it looks more alive than the rest of the area. So something is protecting it, probably.
I probably make up the back troop.
So you're at the back.
I'll just walk next or ride next to the statue to the drum. On Uber. His name is Uber now.
20.
20? Cool. There's a crow watching you. That's it. It's a crow. It's not a crow. It's a Kirkwall bird. One of those. What are they called? Hawk wings?
Yeah, I think so.
I forgot to look that up. They don't really do crows.
Interesting.
You get up to the cottage itself.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of life inside. The shutters are just blowing slightly in the wind. The door's open.
Is this where Adar wanted you to take us from?
Yes.
Why?
You didn't tell me.
Is there a spell on this place keeping it safe, or has the lyrium not reached here? Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you do an arcane check?
You can actually do a perception with magic.
But there's basically no one here.
No one you can see anywhere.
10, 16. If it's just a straight magic roll, it's 16.
Nice. There are veilfire, like greenish burning marks, just barely visible to your eye. When you look directly at them, you can't see them, but through your peripheral, you can make out these little dancing lights just marked on the ground at certain areas. It seems to be,
Like there's a ward or a glyph or...
It seems to be waypointing a ward around the cottage for some strange reason.
Can I sense what kind of magic it is? Like if it's spirit or primal or creation or entropy?
It's difficult to put your finger on it. It seems to be a combination of a few, mostly creation and entropy, which is an odd combination.
But it could make sense because you want to maintain something in stasis that is alive, so possibly. Sure. So I think before I move into like the area, I will be like, maybe call out for Dars, see if he's here. The last time we just went into a building blindly, it didn't end well.
I can always, you can wait outside and I'll check inside.
Yes, I don't think we should just march in somewhere we've never been.
I'll keep the door open so you can see. I open door and go in.
The place is pretty much as you left it. Over there.
I walk around the cabin just, check.
The cabin's it's not got 2 levels, it's just 1 level, 3 rooms, 1 sleeping area, corridor, and a wide living space with what seems to be some sort of poor pantry or excuse for a pantry. Yes?
Does it look a little bit like Hagrid's cabin from Harry Potter?
No, it's not circular, it's square for starters. And there's not a stupid chained up griffin outside with a gigantic pumpkin that no one talks about. Seriously.
Yeah, well, I come outside again. Audrey's not here, so I suspect he will arrive later.
Okay, is there a note or something?
I did not see anything, no.
Alright.
Maybe he'll come when we have arrived, all of us.
Maybe. I'll just step inside of the warding circle just to see what happens.
Nothing. Doesn't seem to be made for you.
Same.
Then we just go into the cabin, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
The cabin itself is a very humble affair. It's as you would expect in the middle of nowhere. It's designed not to be... I think it was originally designed to be lived in, but it didn't work out. The furniture inside is old, untreated wood. Table, chairs. There's actually a fireplace that hasn't been lit in quite some time.
I will try to start a fire.
You are literally your own flint.
Yeah, well, I for my own need, I don't need, but I know that
Squishies need them.
Squishy things needs fire.
See, is everyone else remembering how Shale used to speak? Does it need fear? Does it need heat? How weak. The actual cottage itself is made up of a small corridor which you walk into. There are hooks on the wall with a couple of very long knee-length jackets with hoods. They seem to be wind blockers. They're made of heavy leather. Reminds you of the Felon's Code. These are designed obviously for people who lived here for a while. They seem to be a bit moth-eaten. They're old, but they're tough. And they've endured quite a bit. To the right of it, there is a dead flower in a little vase. It's been long dead. Further inside the actual living space, which is like a L shape, is essentially a rug. Again, it's an old bear of some kind. It's very old. Its eyes have long since been emptied, and it's stuck to the ground after rotting for so long. There's a fireplace with very little sign that it's been activated for a while. The golem goes over and starts to work with it immediately, probably using arcane fire. On the wall, there is a barely visible portrait. It's, again, age has done very bad things to it. Moisture, rot, doors probably been left open. But you can make out just the barest sign of a very proud face that's not smart, not happy. Does anyone roll historical lore? And does anyone come from Firil?
6, 9, 10, 11.
+2 if you come from Firil.
I don't.
Oh, knows.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
21?
20.
20? Good enough, just about. You make out the unmistakable crown of King Brandel the Defeated. He was Marek's granddad. He was so known as the Defeated because he ran away.
Aww.
And this is one of the places apparently he might have hid. Or maybe this is the home of one of his supporters during the crisis which eventually became when Ole took over Ferelden.
So Valeth will kind of like, you know, she's been quiet, she's been a little bit like not herself as of late. But when she sees this painting, she'll go up to it and she'll just stand there looking at it for a while, and then she'll say, well, actually, did you know this? I think this might be a portrait of King Brandel. You know, the king of Ferelden, Marik's father, who ran away. Might have hid here. Or maybe someone supported him and lived here. Anyway, frightfully old.
Never heard of him.
Well, it's not surprising he wasn't exactly, you know, one for history books, as they say.
One for the history books.
Right. I look for, you know, anything that could look as if they have been moved recently. Especially, like, I look under the rug for trapdoors. If there's a bookshelf there, I will look for, you know, secret passages. Maybe even push the painting a little.
Roll, I think is it investigate? Search.
No.
Can I?
Yeah,
say. When fancies Firil do that, he'll join up out.
While they look for that, I want to look for a bathtub or a well with water so I can clean myself and
there
feel.
is a bathtub in the bedroom.
Yes.
12? You don't find shit. In the bedroom, there is a large family bed. It's like a king-size bed. And a baby's cot in the corner. In the other corner, because it's a pretty big bedroom, there is a brass, slightly dirty. It looks like it's got filled with like dust and grime inside.
Yeah.
It's not been used in a while, but there is a brass bathtub.
So she'll stick her head out and she'll be like, Drum?
Yes.
Is there water nearby and a bucket perchance?
I can. It's a little walk, but I can get you water. It'll take some while for the fire to heat up.
Yeah. I mean, if you're strong enough, you could always just carry the tub and fill it with water.
He goes into the bathroom and takes a tub.
Oh, bless him. Thank you.
Might as well, because you can. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. That's just brilliant. The statue comes out with the bathtub. There is this awkward kind of like tong noise. The bell. When you move the bathtub, a rat just scurries around and runs out of the room. It squeaks almost sound like I was having such a good day until now kind of complaint. Behind the portrait, you actually found something.
With a 9?
Yeah, well you look behind the portrait. It's not 12. You didn't look behind the portrait. Yeah, she'd already called it. I'll get to you. Anyway, behind the portrait, rafted, rather fixed against the 2 points of the wooden frame, is what looks like a scabbarded sword. It is a short sword.
Ew. Oh my god! I took my dagger and I just like. I destroy that portrait basically to get it out.
No, you
You're in the bathroom. You don't see this.
Bedroom.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
It's the same room.
They were poor.
Bad bath.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Can I basically, just before she gets the chance to ruin the portrait, just lift the whole damn thing off so that she can get a short sword?
Yes.
So she's about to sort of start filleting this portrait, and Flan's just like, here. Puts it down, revealing the entire short sword for her.
Yes.
So the actual dagger itself, or the short sword, is a very old, worn, very heavily engraved sword. It's got on it the snarling faces of 2 Mabari warhounds. And on the blade, which is very marred by time and dust, is written "a coward's," and then the rest of it's been scratched out violently.
Cowards.
Yeah, there's a third word there which just got removed completely.
Yeah.
However, this is a +2 dagger. No, sorry, +2 short sword, which may get a reaction out of certain people on this island.
How do I know that?
Sorry? I'm telling you as a player.
Okay, but is it +2 on damage or attack?
It's +2 on attack.
Yeah. Cool. And the stats are normal for short.
Otherwise, it's a normal short sword. Yes. It's more about the fact that it looks special. It's a very particular blade. Now, what you find when you're looking around is nothing really special, but you find a lot of basics. For example, in the living room where Valeth is calmly waiting, you find a chest full of clothes which have not been affected. The chest itself is something that's been imported. It's a very well-made wooden chest.
Yeah.
The design of which you don't recognize. It doesn't look obviously woven. It just looks like a wooden chest. But the way that it's designed, it holds the air. In fact, when you open the lid, you hear a gasp. And there's actually a strange, almost gelatinous material around the edges that you've never seen before. Inside are clothes.
Valeth,
Yes.
could you perchance come over here?
Yes. Yeah, of course. What is it?
'Cause I just opened this chest and this kind of gooey stuff
Right. Do
came off the edges.
Do I recognize it?
Roll, what would that be? That, I suppose, would be... let's do a general cunning. Unless you have traps.
No, I don't have traps. 6, 7,
I
8,
do.
9, 10, 11, 12.
12?
Yeah.
Interesting. You want to roll? Roll
Yeah.
it.
Oh. Oh. Hello. 20.
20.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, this is an old trap. The substance you found, which basically drew away, it's meant to ignite the second you open the trap, but it's so old, nothing happened. Everything's it's a material which reacts to the air. It's meant to be like napalm, it's like poof, but it's so old it just didn't work.
Valeth probably points something out and Thann just goes like, oh.
What? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, this used to be a trap, but it's old. It's really old.
Granddad trap.
Well, it looks like maybe it dried because it's so
Yeah.
old, and maybe it just, sealed the chest, and that's why all the clothes are fine.
You've got this-
Either way, it works for us.
Go on.
Yes.
You're on your way back now. There's a brief moment a bird, completely aware that the statue is actually a danger, just lands in the water. Seems very happy with itself. a flicker of movement, and the bird's dead.
Why does he kill all the birds?
I can't answer that question.
Golems don't
It's
like
between golems and the birds. You really should see a fight between the golem and the griffin. That is truly epic. Golem's like, nature calling, need to poop on Golem. Golem's like, I will end you. That's how the golems. That's how all of the griffins really died.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
I'd probably call Firil and let the women kind of just have their pick of clothing.
Really? Okay, cool. So this is an interesting situation. What you have before you is a chest full of lord's clothes, ladies' clothes, hunting clothes, children's clothes, and they all seem to have a connecting factor.
Okay.
2 Mabari warhounds. And the fabric is like pretty high quality.
Does the symbol say anything to you?
Roll for it.
Sure, go for it.
Historical.
Yep.
Historical culture,
5,
foundry.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You want to jump in?
13,
You can just appear at any point.
14.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
Do I get plus for being Firil then?
Yes, you get +1.
16.
Okay.
No, 15.
Can I roll for cultural? Or
Yes.
okay.
You read.
-2.
No, -1. Oh, you're tired. Yeah, it's -2 because you're tired. So you'd be like, woo!
So 19.
Same, 19.
With a double?
Who wants to actually say all this? Because this is good to go out
What was
one
your
way.
dragon die?
My dragon die is 2.
Okay, alright, so Firil first.
Firil. Okay, awesome. There is this moment when the sloshing of water can be heard, and the golem just pokes its head around the corner and goes, "Well, actually," and then Firil interrupts.
Yep. Wait a minute.
That's more of a Firil thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is the heraldry of. This is presumably, according to certain historians, the heraldry of Brandel.
Who the fuck is Brandel?
He's the king.
Oh, right.
Brandel said, Brandel the coward.
Just
The man on the portrait that I just spoke at length about.
and I was like, I have no idea who this is. I never heard of him before.
She never listens.
But you know this.
I know this, Mark.
Just because of that, I'm gonna say you don't get to say anything. It's gonna be the statue.
Okay. Yeah, so as he like and he stops, looks at the clock. Oh, that's the mark of the Brandel guy. And he walks into the
The
bathroom.
Brandel guy.
Well, I mean, that explains the portrait and everything.
Can we do like a sideshow called Drama Explains the Dozy well, you see, you got the Logain guy, and he's like, here, no. And he goes away, and then the king, what's his name? Who cares? Dies at the battle of that place.
In the background, you just see Valeth hitting her head against a wall.
Yeah, there's a book on like the most basic of the Dozy histories. Smack, smack, smack.
Yeah, and he just goes into the bedroom and like. Well, no. He lifts it up again and takes it outside and starts to build a fire underneath to warm up the water.
Aw, that's so nice. Such a good guy.
I mean, it's hard to remember that they need warm water because he doesn't really need water.
Fleshy.
Do we notice that?
Yeah.
That he warms the water?
It's like you got a walking statue going around.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
So
Everything he does, you see or hear.
So you is it a long time since you've been around humans?
Well,
I presume you don't need heat, so
no. Well, it's not too long ago, but I've never. It's been a long time since I've been used for this kind of thing, like taking care of humans or elves. Sorry, Kunaris, and. So yeah, I've been mostly used to smash things lately, until Adar managed to destroy the rod controlling me.
right.
He reminds me so much of Ness. just slightly, less touchy-feely Ness.
What do you enjoy doing?
I haven't really got to explore that yet. No. But I do like to kill bad guys. That gives me some pleasure.
Okay, we're not bad guys.
No.
And Firil stares at him really intensely. Please empathy check me right now. That's what her eyes.
Is there still a dead pigeon
Floating over the water?
No, I picked it out.
Okay, good. Like fried pigeon.
No, it's been like when it landed, I set the tub down and like.
What are the colors of House Brandel, by the way? What colors are the clothes?
This would be very much a crimson, red, and blue.
Okay.
Is it safe to wear these colors? I mean, is this a really recognizable sigil or whatever?
Well, thanks to his son, whose name I can't remember.
Marek.
No, it was his grandson.
Oh.
Basically, the history of this guy is largely not very well known by the common public.
Yeah, but
That said,
yeah.
by all accounts, he may well be on Brandel's reach. So, who knows? You've never been here before.
Yeah, but I still ask the question to the room.
Alright, sorry, let's read.
So the ghost of whoever just answered.
No, I
You don't
think
believe
that's
in
probably
ghosts?
something Drum would know, or I would know.
Yeah.
We're just about done, actually.
Okay.
Maybe
so
I
wait.
should do like a cultural roll
Yeah.
on it or something.
I mean, is it safe to wear these clothes? They look kind of, you know, fancy.
16. Cultural.
21.
In Ferelden history, he's largely regarded as an embarrassment.
Yeah. So they would remember his colors?
They wouldn't want to.
No.
But it's pretty nice clothing.
Yeah. And what we have is not anymore.
Whoa, you're
We
wearing
can't
shit.
really wear what we're wearing. So I'm just gonna rifle through it and find whatever fits and seems practical to wear.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it on after I finish ticking them back.
Thankfully, it's not foofy as like old Asian wear. It's very practical.
Thank goodness.
So we're talking like fur skins, woolen clothing. It's all very perfect for the surrounding areas. Although it does indicate that there was a lot more greenery in the area.
Is
A
there
lot more
anything that
life.
actually fits that?
No, not so much. You could probably try some of the clothes in there. They'd be a bit stretchy.
He probably finds a tunic which fits if he rips the arms off.
Actually, yeah, probably. It's not so much
Possibly
tunic,
a
though.
pair of
It's more like an
trousers.
overcoat
Yeah.
that goes down to like knee length. If you take
Yeah.
off the entire shoulder part here,
Hmm.
your shoulders can fit in. Then you've basically got like an armless long coat. That's cool.
Maybe more like a vest on you.
And this thing's got a storm hood. You're on an island after all, so the weather's atrocious.
Useful.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I'll let you decide the type of clothes you find, because that's fun.
I did roll 21 on a cultural lore, if it has any meaning to the area, if they wear these clothes.
Well, you've been here before, so you do know that Brandel is regarded as patron saint of the island.
Useful.
Interesting background. I'm going to leave it there because it's getting late, but I will leave with this. As you're trying on these clothes, there is a knock at the door. We're going to leave it there.
Yeah. Can I just say what I'm gonna do?
Sure.
Just because she's taking
You
the
always
bath
do
all
this, it's fine.
by herself.
Go on.
So
No, we
Firil's-
can share. It's
no, but
fine.
Firil's gonna just take some, just do a cat bath basically with a washcloth and stuff. That's all.
Cats don't bath like that. They use their tongues.
But they.
Do it for real or go home.
It's what it's called. Oh shit! That's a cat.
That is a cat.
Can't be there like, that's not how to do it.
Why did you run off?
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope that
Yeah.
was entertaining. We are now engaged in a whole new area of Thetis, which is Brandel's Reach, the notorious Raise Haven. This can be interesting. Got a lot to plan out, a lot to play with. And yes, I have been bullied into doing this for another season after this, so no, this isn't last season. But where this goes is really important. Did anyone else notice that they discovered that Adar was one of their number? When it says, where is he? He's already fled. Damn Kossith. Kossith is another name for a horned Gennari. I gotta make sure they get these things. It's just bad, man.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Adar. Didn't we already know kind of that Adar has been posing
Yeah.
as an agent for the other
But now, that
guys?
by the way,
We
the
didn't
thing
know that. Well, we as players knew, but
Yeah.
characters know.
Now you know. But wait. Yeah, but the thing which you witnessed, by the way, which is now going to be haunting your nightmares for a bit,
Yeah.
is that the Lyre, which has been possessing
Adrian.
Adrian's body, whoever he is, or she, maybe, used blood magic on all of you. The rack, thought taking, you were put through all of it. The only person who resisted the thought taking was the mage. Although instead he used torturing the rack, which hurts incredibly. It just doesn't damage your body. So that torture is now in your head, and you can't shake that memory. And you probably don't want to mention this to the others.
Because they would pity me too much?
Well, they might remember themselves and probably wouldn't wish on it anyway.
Okay, she'll struggle with this on her own.
But it knows a lot now.
Yeah, everything.
And it seemed to know something beforehand too.
So we might have someone on the inside.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Or it might just be that, you let your guard down.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we have. Several times.
Yeah. Amateur.
And also, Lutra Gem says Moira is Randall's daughter, Marek's mother.
Thank you. I didn't have access to the internet.
No. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will be back in 3 weeks because BonsaiCon is the week where we should have had the next episode, and we will be back in Oswick with Gaffy and Adelina and Jarvia and Lazarus. So
Lazarus.
Yes. In the basement of the Unbreachable. And Keth, of course. Can't forget Keth.
There's going to be a fight, and it's going to be epic. I got some new rules for being thrown through walls and stuff. Yeah, and for the next time we come back to Brandal's Reach, I'm going to have a map for you.
Ooh.
I know, I love handouts.
Fancy.
But, yeah. How do you guys... no, I'm not going to say that. How about... No, I can't say that either. So many secrets!
It's hard to be the GM.
It's hard to be the GM. But hopefully I'll see you guys at BonsaiCon.
Yeah.
If not, stay faithful.
Yeah.
Stay faithful.
Stay faithful.
Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Say goodnight, guys. She says goodnight.
Yeah.